Here we go. Here we go. We got the preview, and we can go live. Hello, testing, testing. Are we live?
Let's see. Oh, I guess there's a delay right before
Mm-hmm.
it gets to YouTube.
Yeah, this is the delay. There'll be like a 30-second delay, but I believe this is. It should be working now. Like, is it? We got anyone in chat able to say anything? Um, obviously 30
See people in
seconds.
chat. I tried opening it myself to see if I could see anything.
Yeah, that'd be.
Looks like it says it's still waiting.
I've been live for 30 seconds. Stream URL.
Hey, there we go. Okay,
Yeah, it's working.
it's up. Yep.
Hey, that's great. That's great. So I'm just on my little mini homepage that I've got set up. So, okay, let's have a look. I think I can switch between pretty easily now. Let's just see what the. Yeah, so I think we're good to go for this live link. I don't know really. Let's start off. Everyone knows who. Everyone who's joining this should know who I am. Matrix, obviously, who's hosting the channel, who owns the channel. But not everyone knows who's joining me here today. So, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Pat Mac. I have another. I also have a YouTube channel, but we're here with the Lord Helix League, and so I got invited to kind of commentate along with you for the Elite Four selection tournament. But yeah, I have my own channel, Gotta Draft Them All. So anyone who's listening to this at some point, if you're interested, then I don't know, we'll find a way for you to get the link if you really want it.
Oh yeah. Obviously I can post the link in the description if needs be. We'll get that
Sounds
shared,
great.
which will be perfect. Yeah. So today we've got the Helix Gym Challenge. We're doing the Elite Four selection singles tourney, aren't we?
Yep. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm actually not competing in the singles section. I'm only competing in the doubles because I am honestly trash at singles.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see you in there. Maybe people in the comments, right? Like tell Matrix that he should have competed in the singles, right? Expand his horizons.
I I was honestly so close to doing it. I was thinking, should I? Should I? And then I was thinking, so close to coming to do it. I was like, I don't need absolute ass whooping, man. I'll get that in the VGC tournament. I don't need that in the singles as well. The last time I tried doing singles was a singles draft league. Ooh, about Christmas time last year, just before Christmas, and it was like worst experience of a draft league in my life. I just,
Oh God,
I mean, to be
that's
fair, it didn't
saying
help.
something.
Yeah, it didn't help that the server was not the best either. Like, wasn't a functional server to say the least.
Gotcha. Sometimes that happens though.
Yeah. Um,
That's definitely not the case with this one though. So I'm really looking forward to see what teams we have, what they decide to bring um for their 6v6 match here.
mm,
And really to see like what kind of mechanics and kind of tools do they have to come into these matches because like kind of you've talked about it a little bit there is like a very big difference between how you think about and play singles versus how you think about and play VGC. So it'd be interesting to see who's kind of got some of that background knowledge to be able to come in with a game plan that's going to work for singles.
yeah, and this is exactly why I'm really grateful that you're joining me for this because although I started in singles before doing VGC, my knowledge on it is not where it used to be. So it's great to have someone who is pretty confident in the singles metagame to be able to talk a bit more technical about the plays.
Yeah, and I should probably preface this a little bit. Like, I've only started playing draft leagues in the last like at this point 6 months. So
Hmm.
in singles, not very many of those, but I've had some success with it so far. And yeah, so I've been having a good time with it. So I think I do have some pretty good background knowledge in it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's just a it's a different mindset coming into it, and I do both BGC and singles on my YouTube channel. So um, I've got sometimes the mindset that I have to shift to from one to the other, even there's the planning of it and the playing of it, is just like totally different.
Yeah, yeah. And just checking in, have they posted the live link yet?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm just checking the Discord to see. Just now, Brave had asked for them to post it, so
Hmm.
we'll see if they get that.
So,
Oh,
in regards to, just let us know if you see it go up because it's hard for. Oh, it's there. Uh, I just realized that I need to log into sports, so
oh, right.
to be able to see. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, it should be good. It should be good. I should be able to just click on it. And of course, it's onto the wrong one. 2 seconds. I'm really hoping I get this right. They've got the line up there as well. Uh, okay,
Interesting.
okay,
It looks
nice,
like
nice. Oh, so here we
yeah, it
go.
looks like Seven Sins is saying that there's an issue with the team. So we'll see what if we can get that sorted out
Oh, dude,
before
this
we
is your
get
this is your
going here.
doubles team. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. I see the problem. That's no worries. Yeah, it's cool. It's streaming this window, which is the one I want it to. So yeah, I started singles years ago. I used to play Showdown like singles all the time, like OU, RU, NU. I never liked playing the overused ladder. I always liked playing in the rarely used and the never used. That was where I
Yeah,
used
it's
to
really
vibe.
fun to have like go ahead. I was gonna say it's really fun to play with kind of those lesser used Pokemon and try
Hmm.
to um like bring different and exciting sets to kind of throw people off. I
Yeah.
personally never played like any of the showdown ladders. I've really just enjoyed playing on draft leagues. So okay, so it looks like everything is set so that I can get started here. So I
Awesome.
guess one thing to kind of keep in mind that's very different from how you think about singles versus how you think about doubles is that a lot of times you want to kind of keep in mind like what are options in terms of like hazards that you get through the game
Hmm.
because a lot of there's usually a lot of switching happening. And
Yes.
so, like, what kind of momentum can you get, and what kind of hazards can you get to get that chip damage out, so that you can get some of those like bulky defensive mons into Oko range.
Yeah.
So
And it's just saving your sweeper for the late game to be able to sweep in through the chipped mons. So
yeah, exactly.
from my experience with these singles and stuff, I know there's always the initial setup stuff, which is like your bulkier mons maybe lead or your fast mons to do some fast chip. Some mons, some people will lead their hazard setters, some will lead their toxic stallers and stuff like this, or just some hard hitters off the bat. Then there's usually this switching mind game, and like you don't always have to click what's super effective against what's in front of you, but rather what you think they're going to switch into. And I think
Yeah,
those are
exactly.
the
And
key plays.
yeah, yeah, and sometimes that can really catch people off guard. If you're looking to catch the thing that's switching in, and the thing actually stays in front of you, right? Then you can kind of put yourself in a bad situation there too. So
Oh,
there is some of
100%.
that mind game going on as well.
Just having a look to see if it was if this match is actually going ahead or not. So we've got here who are the people playing here? We've got Coach Brian, which is my one of my friends from UGA, VDL, all those draft leagues. And who is he up against?
The other one is Seven Sins Bond. He's actually from a draft league that I played in, the Sinners Draft League.
Hmm. Hmm.
So he's got a little bit of singles experience.
Okay. I know that. Okay, so are they going to start playing this one? I don't know. So I know Brian is getting a lot better in his VGC. In VGC, he's quite new to the VGC Draft League experience. Oh, here we go. Battle timer is on. So Brian, yeah, he's quite new to the VGC Draft League. He started in UGA Season 1. He's played in UGA Season 2, and he's played a couple maybe one multi league. So I think he's more VGC style of a player at the moment. I've never really played him in singles or seen his singles gameplay, but obviously Seven Sins Bon, he's playing singles in the Helix as a Helix gym, so I presume that's his preferred format. And here we go, as I was
Yeah,
saying, this Hippowdon lead.
yeah. So very interesting lead choice here. They okay, and it is Rocky Helmet on the Hippowdon. So one of the things that you really want to do here, I really like what Brian did, just to scout things out. Just switch immediately and kind of play your game from there.
Yeah.
There's the potential because Coco has Grass Knot to
Hmm.
try to go after the Hippowdon turn one.
Hmm.
But you're likely to just get knocked out by an earthquake. So it's much better not to have done that.
Yeah.
So I do like the U-turn switch there, and it also lets him know that there's a rocky helmet on the Hippowdon. So if he
Hmm.
tries to go for more U-turns, he's going to take some more chip and so on.
And oh, that's a big acrobatics from the Horlucha on the switch in
That's
for
a
the Clefable.
massive acrobatics.
And what
Wow.
I liked about the Hippowdon though, that turn one, was that he didn't go for the straight earthquake, which because he obviously could see that the volt switch was not the volt switch, a U turn could have been a play into the Horlucha, and he went for the toxic instead.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart play too. Going for your like setup sweeper and Halucha this early, um, is not something you usually see, but you can see here that like it's managed to take out the Clefable, which is pretty massive. The Clefable has a way to check the Pheromosa, and can potentially check the Tapu Koko depending on what kind of set it is, and it would also be very good against the
Umbreon.
Umbreon. So
Yeah.
those Pokemon are going to be harder to break down,
And
in particular the
obviously,
Umbreon.
yeah, and obviously Umbreon, I know from doubles, never mind singles, it's one of the like most bulky mons in the format, and it's just able to take these special hits a lot. And getting rid of that
Yeah.
Clefable is really good near the start. And just this chip damage that he's doing. Obviously, the Hippowdon comes in for that switch in there to deny the Holucha from much damage, plus the Rocky Helmet and the Toxic gets a KO. But Pheromosa switching in, this is a risk of like a Ice Beam or something coming off the Pheromosa into Hippowdon, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
And there's also like the potential for a U-turn too.
exactly.
Pheromosa is just like a super hard hitting Pokemon, so I'm not 100% sure what Seven Sins would want to switch into this.
Mm, Tangrowth
His
doesn't want
Hippowdon,
to. I think Slowking
yeah, his like
possibly could. Ooh, he goes for a triple axle, so it's a physical Pheromosa. Does it pick up the
yeah,
KO?
that's a little rough going into against that Rocky Helmet. He's gonna get the KO, but he just took half his health
Yeah,
with it too.
and that future sight attack as well just picks up that final that
Yep.
KO. Uh, so now they have both fresh
Yeah,
switches
this has been a
switch-ins, which is a really interesting place to be in. They're both 4-4 at the moment. 2-2,
mm-hmm.
4-4 mons left. And what I like about Brian's team at the moment is that he's got a lot of this momentum gaining set where a lot of his mons have the potential to U-turn out, volt switch out, and allow him to position better without a hard
Mm-hmm.
switch.
Yeah, and one of the things we talked about at the beginning was the idea about hazards, right? Like,
Oh, Flare
Brian's team
Blitz.
has no hazards on his team.
Yeah.
Like there was never the potential to get any of them set. Um, and because that Formosa was able to take care of the Hippowdon, Seven's Bond team doesn't have that potential either now.
Yeah.
So there's just going to be free U-turning all game long now. And you know there's no Rocky Helmet, right? Because we have the item clause
Yes.
for this tournament. So those U-turns are going to be so free. Like you could baton pass, U-turn, switch around all day.
I mean, we just see that
Um,
focus blast hit that Umbreon there, and it just Umbreon's so especially bulky.
yeah, there's like they're gonna have such a hard time being able
I
to
mean,
break through this Umbreon.
Umbreon can just Moonblast and not Moonblast, Moonlight and recover for days. Especially getting rid of one of the toxic stallers in Hippowdon so early. It really opens up the game for Umbreon here. Um, there was another thing I really liked, and I can't remember. Oh, that was it. So one of the sets I really like to run in Hippowdon is Hazard of choice, Slack Off, Whirlwind, and Attack.
Mm.
And that I think was stemming back to my back when I used to play in like Series in Gen 6. Oh, nice
Mm.
knockoff into the Choice Scarf Darmanitan there.
Mm-hmm. I think he had to switch out there though. It
Yeah,
looks like the Umbreon doesn't have. Well, actually, you would not want it a baton pass as the Umbreon here,
yeah, because of the Leech Seed.
because baton passing actually brings the seeds with you to the next person, which uh, so a hard switch is definitely advisable there.
Nice switch into the Umbreon there.
Hmm And that's the thing is this Umbreon's probably going to be pretty much unkillable. Um, Losing the Clef um, is probably the biggest issue. Like that's the thing that's probably most threatening the Umbreon.
Yeah,
The um the Hitmontop would have, or not Hitmontop, the Hitmonchan would have also. So losing those Pokemon is really unfortunate. And sometimes that's the situation you find yourself in for singles, right? Is that you have to hold on to some of your Pokemon to beat the things that your opponent still has. So losing the Clefable, losing the Hitmonchan as early as the as Seven Sins did, kind of put him in a tough situation here.
oh, 100% agree. This Tangroof's trying its best to like outstall an Umbreon, but with that Toxic getting onto that Tangroof, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I also really like. Oh wow, that foul play from Umbreon into the QRM switch.
Yeah, I definitely caught him there.
What I really like with Brian's team as well is that yes, he had that set up Holucha really early, but it did so much damage to and started chipping away at his the opponent's team mons, getting rid of that Clefable so early, doing some chip on Hippowdon. It's just the he all this means that he was doing the damage. Yes, he lost his setup sweeper so early, but that Darmanitan, Cinderace, Tapu Koko, these fast mons in the back is still some good sweepers.
Oh wow, he's a Salac Berry
Yeah, just saw
to
that.
get that extra speed boost. Okay, so that probably means that he's going to outspeed everything because we saw that Darmanitan had the Scarf earlier.
And it got
So as long
removed.
as this Kyurem is able to put in like the large amounts of damage, it's going to outspeed everything.
Yeah, this is an interesting position to be in now.
So we've seen Fly and Dual Wing Beat. I'm interested to see as long if he has ground coverage, which I don't know if Kyurem does, but if Kyurem has ground coverage, then this could be a reverse sweep here.
Yeah. Now, dual wing beats could be a safe play there because it could be a sucker punch Cinderace. I think he needs to save that
Okay,
Cinderace a
that's a
minute.
good call on the switch. Did not think about that.
Yeah. Oh, but it's a dark type now, so it lives the future sight.
Yep.
This is a tough position for the Kyurem to be in because now he's switched out. He doesn't outspeed again. He's lost that speed
Yeah.
boost.
He probably didn't live the Sucker Punch though, so I think Cinderace can just sit on Sucker Punch for probably
Oh,
the
it
rest
went
of
for the
this game.
Pyro Ball. I think I would have kicked the Sucker Punch there, but then maybe he could have Dragon Danced. I don't know. I just worried about this Future Sight coming in and taking some damage, but
Hmm.
yeah, I think this Future Sight should KO. Yeah, you see. If you'd gone
Yeah,
for,
I don't think the Tangrowth is going to be able to 1v2 here. This Darmanitan's going to come and
and
do
we've
massive
still
extra
got
damage.
U-turn on the uh, Tapu Koko at the end as well. Probably Brave Bird as well.
Mhm. Yeah, potentially. It depends on if the Coco is. Oh wait, I guess we do. No, we
Oh,
don't know
that's
if
it.
the Coco is physical or not. There. Yep, that's it.
Coach
Wow, the
Brian,
1-0 victory
yeah,
here.
1-0 victory. It actually got pretty close towards the end.
Yeah, what an exciting game. There's a lot of back and forth going on there. I
Yeah,
thought for sure that Kyurem, if it had coverage, ooh, that could have been the end right there.
definitely, definitely. Um, but that sucker punch on the Cinderace coming out really put him in a tough spot because obviously the priority probably would have picked up the KO.
Hmm. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
which is good, keeping the Cinderace in the back and leaving it towards the end.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So that way you didn't get chipped down. So you could definitely get that sucker punch in.
Well, that was an interesting first match, and that we see Brian moving on to the into the second round.
Yep. I think, and I guess we'll need to figure out who we have for the next match here.
Mm, just go back to my homepage for a little bit, my little break room, as I call it. Um, oh, think I was supposed to drop the link. I didn't really post this link everywhere. It's like I didn't think there was a massive need. So let's have a look. I've got the chat going on next to me. We've got Brave in the chat, who's just totally absorbed into the match. The Curum set he thought was amazing. Jason X, I prep for the doubles team somehow. Jason, I think, is the Seven Sins Bomb. He said that he prepped for the doubles team instead of the singles team.
Oh no.
Oh, and hello, Gert. I see you. I see you, Gert. You're in the chat. Thanks for supporting. Here for the Waylords. Great. I always join Bill's videos. Gert Bilbo. He's a friend of mine in the VDL, and I follow all his singles matches, and I literally comment on all his videos like here for the Gert, not for the singles. So it's great to see you joining us here, Bill. I'll be joining you for some commentary later. So me and Bill are recording some commentary for the UGA game, UGA VDL game. So
Oh, cool.
be going straight from this into that. Have we got another link yet? Uh, copy. Okay. Control V. Oh, for God's sakes, I want to. Have you got the live link anywhere for the video? I don't have the live link.
This is what I went to. I'll post it
Yeah, just post
in
in the
here.
Discord if you could. Brilliant, thanks. Oh, it's even got the new. Uh, I get so tongue tied sometimes. It's got the new thumbnail that Brave provided. So the thumbnail for this video and a lot of the logos and everything is provided by Brave VGC. Great guy, great designer. Um, just waiting on the next video. So, what are your thoughts? I don't actually know what the teams are, but we've got Lucian Flash versus Camodude 27. I know Lucian is a pretty good battler, and I've played Camodude once in the gym challenge, and he's actually really good. Like he's already flew through the 8 gyms. I think I was the only person who beat him.
Yeah, he's been rolling through with the gyms. He seems like a pretty good player.
Mm.
And I've played Lucian in my server actually. I have a
The
VGC draft league.
Is that the game room?
Yep, that's the game room.
Yeah, I've seen it posted around a few times. I've just been so busy with other drafts and modding for other leagues and stuff. It's like there's only so many I can join.
Oh, I totally hear you there. Like I look around and see all these draft leagues. I'm like, I want to do all of them, and then
I
I look at it
know.
like I don't have time to do all of them. So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see what they decide to bring though.
I don't even know what these teams are. Like again, it's like I haven't taken the most interest in the singles. I've glanced at some of the teams, but obviously they've had 9 mons they were allowed to pick from. Like they've picked 9 mons that they can use, and then they bring 6 of their mons to each match they come to. Um,
Yeah,
the
it's actually so 9 mons plus an Uber tier
Yes.
Pokemon. But yeah. So we have 10 mons to prep for, but
Mm-hmm.
the other 9 were from a points tier list.
Yeah.
And looking at both their teams, like they both have a lot of good options to bring to the matchup.
Well, do
And
you want to
we'll
see what
see
they
what they
are?
decide to go
The
for.
link has been posted. Here we
Yeah,
go.
let's take a look at them.
Lucian Flash has brought Ditto, Urshifu, Reshiram, Latios, Silvally, but we don't know what type it is, and Pelipper versus. He's brought Pelipper versus a rain team. Kingdra, Polito, Ditto, Heatran, Cincino, and Xenius. I really like Heatran. I know that's one of the better as a really good singles mon.
Yeah, Heatran's really good. So the Camodude's team has hazards on Heatran with Stealth Rock,
Mhm.
which is going to be pretty good here. Lucian's team, as far as I know, doesn't have any hazards, unless Reshiram, which is a Pokemon that I'm not that familiar with, unless that has hazards, which I'd be very surprised if it does. They
Yeah.
don't have hazards, so if they can get Stealth Rocks up and then start to force switching around, then
They do have a few defog setters though with the Silvally, the Pelipper, and I presume Latios gets defog.
Yes, yeah.
So there's always that. And we lead Pelipper versus Heatran, which is interesting. Which is obviously the Heatran's going to go for these rocks, as you were saying.
Yeah, probably go for rocks or switch out. I would imagine they switch out, because you don't really want to take any kind of water move from this Heatran, or sorry, from this Pelipper.
What item would a Pelipper usually run? I don't really know much, so.
Potentially heavy duty boots. That's what I would be more likely to see.
Yes.
Just so that you don't take that rocks damage.
Ooh, so we go for a Tailwind from the Pelipper into the
Wow,
Kingdra
that's
switching,
super
which
interesting.
really helps because of the Kingdra obviously taking advantage of the Swift Swim from the rain. Means that we even out this speed war here. Ooh,
It's still faster though, and the confusion. That's super
yeah.
rough.
But we get the U-turn off, so the confusion's gone, so thank God. And we bring in a Scarf Ditto, is what I presume.
Oh my gosh. And now he's got the Kingdra. So Kingdra versus Kingdra here.
However,
And we know that the Ditto Kingdra is going to be faster because of the Tailwind. Even if
yes,
it isn't smart, right?
that's correct. And what's only risky here, though, is that if he goes for a Dragon move into the Kingdra, the opponent could just switch into the Xerneas, and then that's a free setup for the Xerneas.
Yeah, I would personally 100% go for like I would be going for a Dragon move here, but at the same
Ooh.
time you get a chance to see what they're willing to switch into their own.
Oh, so the Ditto used Hurricane, which means it isn't choiced. But we get this raw hypnosis out.
Oh wow.
That's 60% chance. Oh, we've got a lot of comments in the chat now. The irony of Matrix commenting on a singles. I know, Bill. I know. Damp Rock or Scarf is common also. Yes, yes. I forgot about the Damp Rock, but it appears it's not Damp Rock since the range just ended.
Does get the wake up. I'm kind of
Oh, I've
surprised
just
he's staying in.
realised I forgot to transition over. So sorry about that, guys. Cheers, Brian, for just reminding me on that. Glad I had the chat up there.
We've been commenting on a game that they can't watch.
Don't worry about it. I'm new to this.
It's all good.
They should be able to see it now.
Yeah, letting the Ditto go down, I think, isn't a really great choice. Because it means that like you're not able to bring the Ditto in against another setup mon. So now Camo Dude has the ability to just like set up with Xerneas and clean through the rest of Lucen's team.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's like a power geomancy, like Lucen's gonna be in a pretty hard situation.
Yes, I agree. But did he? I'm guessing it calm minded at some point.
Yep. Yeah, calm minded on the Kingdra switch out.
I know, Bill. You couldn't see the match before. It should be 30 seconds have passed now. You should be able to see the match now. Sorry about that, guys. I just, as Brave says, I got so absorbed into the singles match. Yes. Oh, we missed the blind hypnosis. This is actually pretty safe for the Liars to just, oh yeah, sort of calm mind. That's good.
Yeah, so I was thinking it would be a good choice to calm mind because you want the rain to end, So by
Ooh,
getting some calm minds up.
but this Ditto's just
Yeah,
switched
this
in.
is the danger of having setup versus the Ditto.
Yeah.
Like it just comes in and takes all your stats.
Yeah. So Brave has just posted in the Discord the teams for me to be able to refer back to. The only issue is I need a second monitor just to be able to see the I'm running on just a laptop here, and oh wow, that Dragon Pulse. It was a Banberry on the Lucian's Dragon Pulse, Lucian's Lias.
Yeah, which is a super good bring. He just need to be high enough in terms of damage to be able to take out
Himself.
his own Latios, which he wasn't able to,
Yeah. It's unfortunate. But 80% is not bad.
Yeah, it does put a lot of chip damage on this Ditto, which I
It
think
also
is
means that
overall.
Urshifu comes out, yeah, which is what I expect. But the problem is that this is water, and oh yeah, not even a sash. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a boosted Latios too.
Yeah, I think we could be looking at a sweep here from the Ditto after his own setup. And as you say, yeah, this is what you were saying about Lucian's just said messed up. Ooh. If he had swapped in that Silvally earlier, you'd still have these Urshifu and Reshiram.
Hmm.
And I think, as what I was going to say is this that Ditto, as you say, is the danger of using a setup mon versus Ditto.
Yeah, and so like you really got to think about how you want to play your setup when you're going up against a Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Choice Scarf is such a good item for it,
Yep.
that if you set up and it comes in, it takes your setup and is faster than you. So like the Haban Berry is a really good tech on the Latios to be able to kind of fight up against that.
Ooh, just got.
But as we saw, it wasn't quite enough because you need to be able to KO his own Latios while they're both at +2.
Yeah, and I think a bad idea here was where Lucian obviously didn't know which of his mons could take a +2 Latios, so he swapped in the Urshifu and the Reshiram instead of swapping in the Silvally, which could take that +2 hit.
Yep,
And
and I've
he just
definitely been
lost
in
the
that
mons.
position
Oh,
before.
I've done
Like
it before as
you
well.
have an out, you have an out, and you can't find it.
Yeah.
And then like something comes in, takes a hit, and you're like, oh, this was my out. And
Yeah, yeah.
no, you've lost other mons for seemingly no reason.
Mm-hmm. So that's Lucian Flash losing 4-0 to Camo Dude 27. So we see Camo Dude progress to round 2.
Yep. Yeah, and as you can see, the Ditto is such a strong mon to bring in these singles matches, just because of the ability to take over and then and kind of clean through teams that way.
I remember losing to some of the some Dittos whenever I play singles. It's kind of annoying because you set up and it's like, oh, Ditto just comes in and then starts sweeping through your own team with your own setup mon.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun.
I think that's one of the dangers about playing setup against a Ditto. So like one of the ways that you can kind of mitigate that is either to use substitute, so that you kind of deal with it from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you can also just not bring setup, and then the Ditto just doesn't have as much use.
That's true.
There, it becomes more of like a scouting tool to get a sense for like what does your opponent's Pokemon have in terms of move sets and whatnot. But after that, like if you don't bring setup, then Ditto becomes a little less powerful.
Yes, I see. Learning a lot already. So we've got just waiting on the next matchup here. I'm just going to grab a drink whilst we're waiting on this next matchup. So
Sounds good. All right, let me see. What's going on in chat? Let's see if I can catch up here. Doesn't even realize we can't see the battle. Oh, that was such a good one.
Oh, I know.
It happens though.
It's fine. I do this type of thing all the time. I'm still new to all this streaming and recording, and I spent a 2-hour what's it called? Power ranking video I recorded last week for the UGA, and forgot to turn on the recording for my guests. So,
whoops.
Whole 2 hours of me just talking and responding to nobody. Love to see it.
Oh man, sometimes it happens like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been doing much streaming on? So you said you're relatively new to streaming on YouTube.
This is my
do you
first
also
stream.
on Twitch? Oh, this is your first stream.
This is my
Oh,
first
wow.
stream. Yeah.
Oh, how exciting!
Yeah.
I'm here for the first one, y'all.
Yep.
I'm here for the first one.
Yeah, so this is the first YouTube stream I've ever done. I probably would have done Twitch, but I just haven't got my Twitch set up like I have my YouTube, so it's just like easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we only had a few difficulties to begin with, so seems to all be working all right now. Just got to remember to keep. This is why I'm now just leaving the setup on the recording of the internet page and stuff, and so I don't just start talking about matches without them being able to see the link. Not doing that again. Give me a God, Michael. So I believe Michael is the next match. Is he playing Brave?
He's up against Braves, yeah.
That's going to be an interesting match because these two are obviously the hosts of all owners of the server, the Helix server.
Mm-hmm.
Brave being the main owner, the one who started it all. And I believe anyway.
Yep. Looks like Gert asked about how often this event is run. So this is actually the Elite Four selection tournament for um, the gym challenge over in the Lord Helix League server. So this is just deciding who is our Elite Four going to be. So I believe this is going to be like a one-time deal.
Hmm.
It might happen more in the future. I don't know exactly how we want to get that set up. But at the same time, like this is kind of a who's going to be the Elite Four that you have to get through once you pass through the gyms.
Hmm. How about a preview? So we've got Bill saying about, yeah, Bill, yeah, how many VDL PRs have I ruined? Yeah, referring back to when I did my own PR ruins. Yeah, there's been a few mess ups. It all happens. Um, that poker duo, which is Brian, he's saying if he's down to be interviewed if you all want. Yeah, we might grab you on between the next set because I know we've got two more of round one. Um, what I'll do now is, as
Yeah,
Brave
maybe like a
suggested,
between the rounds
yeah, I think
kind
I'll
of thing.
speak.
Because I
Yeah,
know I'm gonna have to hop off to prepare for my game.
because you're the.
We had an odd number of people for the first round, so I'm
Mhm.
in for the second round.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do. Brave has just sent me the Elite Force selection tournament thing, so let's get this up. Uh, let's have a look at a bit of a team
That
preview.
the next one,
You'll have to see. I'm not live streaming to you in the Discord because it's gonna cause havoc on
yeah. You're all good.
my
I have it
laptop.
open
So
on my side too.
awesome. So yeah, so these are the teams. We've got Seven Sins Barn. Love Seven Deadly Sins. So we eliminated the Seven Sins Barn. Brian's through. Camadude is through because they're also the gym leaders, aren't they? It's all the gym leaders who are playing, but not all the gym
Yep.
leaders. It's just gym leaders. So we've got the Psychic Gym going through, we've got the Bug Gym going through, the Dragon Gym got eliminated, the Fire Gym got eliminated. So we've got the Flying versus the Dark, which is the last one of round one, I believe. And we have. So are you able to talk a little about a little bit about this team, the matchup?
Yeah,
Because
actually,
I have
I
nothing
did
to
a
say.
little bit of yeah, I did a little bit of looking into their team because I knew I was going to be playing one of these two after the first round, just in terms of how the bracket is set up.
Hmm.
So one thing to kind of keep in mind is that we haven't seen it happen in either of these first two games, but I'm very surprised that no one has been interested in setting hazards. And in this game, we may or may not even see them. So one of the things about Braves team is they don't have hazards on any of their Pokemon. So there's no worry from Michael's team about being prepared for that. And Ho-Oh is one of those Pokemon that you often run heavy duty boots because of the 4 times weakness to rocks. So if
Stealth
stealth
Rocks, yeah.
rocks are up, then Ho-Oh's taking like half its HP
Hmm.
just from switching in. Um, and Braves isn't able to capitalize on that because they don't have any rocks on their team.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one thing to kind of keep in mind when you're putting together a team is you want to make sure that you have some form of hazard setter to force preparation from another team. However,
I
Michael's team does. Right?
Sorry, I was going to say, so I'm expecting you'll be one of those teams that could be very realistically running these hazards.
Yeah, and I think hazards like as long as you have Pokemon that can switch in on threats, then hazards are great because you can switch in to check the threat, and then that threat is forced to switch out.
Hmm.
And then they need to switch back in later on, and then they take hazards damage again. So you start to build up this chip damage throughout the game. And again, we haven't seen that really happen in the games that we've had so far. That's usually a common play pattern in singles, though. It looks
Yes.
like we have a link up
What's interesting
for.
for me is that when I actually play singles, I'm actually one of the players who like using hazards. So I'm one of those players who will go for the hazard setup.
Mhm.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I actually enjoy using hazards as well. I think that they.
I always loved running a magic bounce user. So yeah, we've got this match running here. I love using a magic bounce user, such as so one of my favorite magic bounce users is Xatu, because a lot of people forget that it gets magic bounce. Here we go. So we've got the Relaxer versus Drafter Prac. I don't remember who is who. Uh,
Drafter Prac is Brave.
yes, because Ho-Oh belongs to Michael.
Yep.
So, what do you think about these this lineup then?
I think if the Galvantula or the Toxapex can get Hazard set up, they're in a pretty good spot.
Of
Sticky
course,
Webs
Sticky Webs is
would be
really
pretty
good.
solid here. Hmm.
And
And I think that Relaxer has the ability to just kind of take a hit and switch out pretty regularly. Getting that substitute up early on is huge.
yes,
One of the things that you
especially
can
against
really
for
do against these
Zygarde.
passive bonds. Yeah, against these passive bonds, like the Toxapex that just doesn't have much in the way of damage, but is really hard to break through, you can do exactly what we're seeing here, right? Substitute, Dragon Dance, and go from there. It actually looks like 2 knockoffs don't even break through that substitute, which is insane.
I've never really been 100% sure how the substitute damage calc works. Like, what does it take to break a substitute?
Oh yeah, so the way substitute works is you lose half of your health, and or not half, sorry, a quarter of your health. You use 1/4, and after that 1/4, um, that's how much health the substitute has, and so it just takes damage for you instead.
Ah, in place of
So
that damage.
substitute along with leftovers is a super common combination. Just make it very very hard to break through things.
So does the leftovers also recover on the substitute?
No, it only recovers your own HP. So
Okay.
the substitute damage kind of sticks there.
Hmm.
Okay, and there is the red card. I was
Oh,
wondering about that. So Mimikyu often has red card as one of its items, so that if you damage it, then you're forced to switch out. So that's a way to kind of get around this setup thread as
that's
well.
really interesting. I've never seen red card used because obviously I play BGC, and red card's rarely
Yeah,
used over there.
you don't see that in doubles.
Exactly, and like that's actually really cool tech. That to me, like, but getting that Licky Licky being forced switched in against the Mimikyu. Licky Licky is probably the slowest mon other than Slowbro on Braves team. So getting into Trick Room with a relatively slow mon is probably a good thing, I'd imagine.
Hmm. And this may not have been necessarily the exact matchup that Michael would have wanted to see from this red card. Um, Actually, I'm surprised the Blaziken is the one that they brought in. I would have thought that would have been a terrible matchup. I personally would have looked to bring in the Slowbro Galar, because then you're just in this like amazing situation where you can start to put in work while in Trick Room.
Hmm.
And of course, the speed boost isn't going to be particularly good while you're in Trick Room.
It's possible he expected the Corviknight to switch in, but against the Licky Licky, but at the same time, I find it fascinating how the relaxer Michael was able to basically just stop that Zygarde from setup sweeping off the get go. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a very good play to be able to bring that in and just kind of see that like Brave was going for this like multi setup turn, and now he has the information about how to play against that team too.
Mm-hmm.
Whirlpool is super interesting tech.
High Stone Family 64. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah, doing all right. Doing all right. First live stream, so we'll see. We'll see. It's just a little Elite Four tournament for one of the draft servers I'm in. So I think I've got the description in the link, but might not.
Mm.
Any
Yeah, so this is
questions?
a
At
pretty
Mac has.
interesting situation we've ended up in because it's going to be pretty hard for this hoe to break through the Licky Licky just depending on what its stats are. And it's going to keep getting chipped down from this Whirlpool.
Mm-hmm.
As well as having Wish, like it's really not going to take any damage. So like I would fully expect this Licky Licky to go for another Wish, um, and potentially I'd be interesting to see what other kind of attacking move they have. But we've seen the Heal Bell and we've seen the Wish and Whirlpool so far. So there's obviously another move that they have available to them. But being able to trap in this Ho just means that like that regenerator ability isn't going to do anything here.
That's smart. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the heal bell for the toxic and the sacred fire and the recovery. That's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing I would have liked to have seen last turn is for the Licky Licky to go for Wish last turn instead of this turn. They obviously get themselves back up to full, but I think taking a chunk of damage from a Toxic is okay because you're going to recover all that back up with Wish, and then you can heal well next turn to get rid of all that.
As expecting a sword dance from the Mimikyu there. Now, this is kind of one of those. This is turning into one of those games that I really dislike about singles, where there's a lot of bulk on both sides, a lot of smart switches, and it takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. The Quick Claw, obviously, Quick Claw Slowbro with shell with the its ability, which is Quick Draw, is quite a common thing. 'Cause it's like a 40 or something percent chance to move first. Um, I didn't realize Quick Claw activated before a switch out. Interesting.
That was surprising to me too. I would not have expected that to be the case either.
The activation of it is
I'm a little surprised that Brave decided to go for a Volt Switch there. There's something to be said for like getting some momentum, but when you see a Pokemon that's setting up in front of you, you want to come in and try to take some damage against them. Although getting in Zygarde against the Steel type is very good. Basically
1,000 arrows.
nothing on. Yeah, exactly. 1,000 arrows is such a freaking crazy move. I would not be surprised if they went for a substitute here. Although honestly, a raw 1,000 arrows would make a lot of sense as well. Nothing particularly wants to switch into this, and you're not going to take that much damage.
Oh,
against
Dragon
them.
Tail to force switch out to get rid of that them boosts. Because if I expect he probably expected another bulk up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, switching into Licky Licky. As we've already seen, the Licky
Yeah,
Licky
see,
does
this
well
is one of those
against.
games. Oh man, this is one of those games where if there were hazards on the field, like, ooh, Dragon Tail would look so much better, right? Like, there's a lot of switching going on that you can see. That like, take any of the mons on Relaxer's team and drop them by like 12%, right? And now Drafter Prac, right, is looking in a very good position.
Yeah. So we get Zygarde back in versus Mimikyu here. Obviously, it can't go for the Dragon Tail, but it could Dragon Tail anymore. But Zygarde is faster than Mimikyu or slower. Depends how they've EV'd.
Yeah, I think from base speed, I don't remember
Mimikyu's
how much
faster.
Mimikyu is. Is it from base speed? Okay. This is a
Mimikyu's
little
faster by
risky on
base.
yeah, it's a little risky on for the Zygarde then.
Mm. They are weighing up their options here. We are on turn 25. We're about to Singamon going down. Oh, so Zygarde's actually faster than the Mimikyu, which makes sense because the Mimikyu is running Trick Room.
Ah, that's a good point actually. Had forgotten about that.
Yeah. But
That's
doesn't.
some very good damage
Yeah.
there though.
But unfortunately, the Zygarde goes down as a result.
Yeah, losing that Zygarde is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Because it threatened basically everything on the other team.
I can
So
imagine a
really
switch into Corviknight here.
I can see that too.
There we go.
Yep,
Oh, look at this.
good call.
Yeah. See, my singles knowledge is coming in. Getting good.
Matrix is like a pro. Sign him up.
Yeah, I personally would have if they was the if I didn't know the Slowbro had flamethrower, if it was me in that situation, I probably would have gone for the flamethrower, expecting to switch into the Corviknight.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would have been a good call.
Oh, Tailwind coming out of Trick Room, nice. But Slowbro can still move before it, so
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
yep,
this
Ho-Oh
Reapod
was
really
coming
did
here.
put in some work.
Ooh, this is getting greedy with this Slowbro. +4 special attack. We're going for a sweep. Yeah, but Michael is calling every move that Brave wants to use here.
Mm-hmm.
Gets
And
rid
getting with
of
that Click Claw actually I think matters quite a bit because it makes
yes.
it just that less likely for that Slowbro to sweep through a little extra priority.
Mhm. I agree. Um, Now, does he try an attack with a Ho-Oh here? Does he talk? He can't toxic, so he does go for Sacred Fire. Psyshock comes out, but Ho-Oh is defensively bulky, I believe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually bulky on the special side. Um,
So,
so Psyshock is the better call over Psychic.
mhm. Yeah, Bill's just said that. Yeah, you don't throw poison moves like that if they have a steal in the back, referring back to when he threw the poison move into the Mimikyu. Yeah, and Mimikyu would have died to flamethrower. Yeah, I totally agree. At that point, like he's already shown that he's willing to switch into the Corviknight for the shell side smash, whatever it's called, shell side arm. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm thinking Smash Bros. There, side smash.
Poison move.
Yeah, so like he's already shown that he's willing to switch into the Corviknight. So like it's a pretty safe bet to just go for the flamethrower there, and or just go for something. So
Mhm.
that's not a poison
A
move.
nasty plot wouldn't have been a bad idea either.
Oh, he's
Like,
just gone for Gastro Acid on the Galvantula. So onto the Slowbro, which means now the Slowbro doesn't have any means to priority.
that's some super interesting tech. That's really cool.
But we are starting to see a little bit of a sweep it into the Relaxers team.
Hmm.
Getting that
Yeah,
sticky
and
web
getting up
down.
those sticky. Yes, this sticky webs is nice. It's not so great right here. Like the Slowbro is in. It's probably not switching out.
It's a little bit
Um,
late in the game as well.
yeah, it's a little late in the game. That's something you want to try to get up earlier, and that's one of the things about just about hazards.
Shadow Sneak doesn't KO.
Yeah.
And this Snorlax doesn't really benefit from this web speeding up because you got a Blaziken and Electivire in the back anyway, and Mandibuzz, which outspeed Snorlax even at -1.
Yeah.
So
And like Brave could bring in
Blaziken,
their Mandibuzz,
Mandibuzz,
clear
yeah,
off these hazards if they want to.
exactly, pretty safely as well. And the fact that he's still got Electivire and Blaziken for the Corviknight is pretty huge.
Yeah. Yeah, this Snorlax is gonna have to do everything for Michael's team right now.
I mean, the Snorlax probably survives a hit and probably goes for an Earthquake or something. Or Facade doesn't even get the KO with Facade. Wow.
It looks like Psyshock should be enough to pick up this KO.
Yeah, honestly, the Slowbro might just reverse sweep here. Not reverse sweep, just sweep. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, just come through
reverse.
and take everything.
Yeah. I think the Slowbro underspeeds Corviknight though. Yeah. But then
Hmm.
Blaziken and Electivire from the back.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mandibuzz versus
Yeah, and this is
Corviknight.
probably like a take care of webs.
Oh, we go for a knockoff, but heavy duty boots on the Corviknight. That's interesting. Why did he bring heavy duty
Yeah.
boots?
Well, and that's something that we talked about at the beginning, right? Is that Braves team doesn't actually have any um, hazard setters. So
Yeah,
I think that's a bit of a wasted item slot. I think that there could have been something else put
could
in
have been
there.
leftovers or something.
Mhm.
This is going to be an annoying Corviknight to deal with.
Yeah, honestly, I think in this situation, if the Mandibuzz has okay, and they do decide to switch, it was just a matter of like, did they want to U-turn out?
So we're going for Whirlpool Chip. But we do have an Electivire which does have Volt Switch, so at least there's a special hitting move. Because this
Yep.
Blaziken, now that
Yeah.
this Corviknight is boosting, this Blaziken's going to be doing next to no damage.
And I guess we have seen every move coming out from this Corviknight. So the only attacking move is going to be Iron Head. So the Electivire looks pretty free to come in here.
But we bring out the Blaziken.
Mm-hmm. And they're both going to be great. Like they're both
Ooh,
going to deal
Flare Blitz
massive.
and a burn. So does this?
Ooh.
But we go for a roost.
This is probably the nail in the coffin right
I
here. I
think
don't think
so.
that there's a way for them to get out of this.
Like Flare Blitz is already doing 38% damage. 39 there.
There is the ability to roost all out of this and just like let the Blaziken take all this chip damage. If the Blaziken has Sword Stance, that's what I would use here.
Either Sword Stance the Blaziken or like start using Thunder Punch or something instead of taking all this chip damage.
Because you're going to put yourself in range for the Iron Head to KO you.
Yeah. I don't think it's Sword Stance.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
You see,
Probably
here, I
Earthquake and I don't know, probably like Earthquake plus Close Combat is my guess for the remaining moves.
okay, so it's 41% is the max roll because he's just got 41 twice. At this point, I would imagine though, it wouldn't be better to be bringing in like Electivire and doing like Volt Switch, do as much damage as you can, and then trying to get it to a point where the Corviknight's at like 30%, so that you can come in with the Blaziken to finish it off. Because
Hmm.
you know at this point, if you can get this Corviknight to around 30%, 39%, it's going to be pretty safe. Ah, but now he's got the Tailwind up. He has to try and stall out the Tailwind because otherwise it just dies to a. Luckily, Electivire Ironhead's going to
Hmm.
be doing nothing. I think this could be GG, but we're gonna get another roost here. Yeah, see, this is what I was
Yeah,
saying.
well,
Like, Electivire was the better mon to be doing this chip damage to the Corviknight.
hmm
Is Blaziken choiced? Ooh, that could be. Yeah, Blaziken could be choiced. Now that'd explain why it's doing. It was doing like 30%. So,
I could see that, and why they didn't switch moves.
what's interesting is Bill in the chat has just said he's bound to get a crit eventually. Like, we haven't seen a single crit in any of these turns.
Hmm. Yeah, and
Like
a
one
crit would just
crit
like
and this
blow the game
Corviknight
up.
dies. So I think I think Brave at this point is just having to play to the just try and get this crit.
Well, there is also like you're not going to be able to roost all out Braves team between fire punches, between flare blitzes, thunder punches. Like
We've
the
only got
Corviknight's going to get taken down
yeah, we've
eventually,
only
and we can check. There's 6 roosts left on this Corviknight, so if they can just keep up the pressure,
and
so
here
like
we are.
fire punch here.
This
If
is
Corviknight goes for an attack, right, then
mhm.
um,
That crit
yeah,
really nice. So roost here, 65, and I think now the Corviknight's at a point where he has to roost again. Oh, he's gone for an Iron Head. This is big. If that Electivire needed to have died there, because if Electivire had died there, you could have brought the Blaziken in and would have won, finished off that Corviknight with Flare Blitz.
hmm
Because okay,
so
yeah,
this is very close
Flare Blitz
to
won't KO the Corviknight
Blaziken.
here because we've seen the max damage from a Flare Blitz being 41%, and obviously the Corviknight can just roost, and the burn won't get the KO. So he's kind of forced to bring out Mandibuzz. I think this Corviknight is actually going to stall out the game to the win.
It's kind of look like that actually.
We've got 14 Iron Heads left, but how much can it really do against a Mandibuzz?
Yeah, well the Mandibus can also roost stall it as well.
It's just not got that defensive bulk and it's slower so it can get flinched. Flare Blitz, as I say, 35, that was a minimum roll as well. Yeah, I think this is GG. We just go for an Iron Head here. Oh, Roost, yeah.
Nah, you
Nah,
just
yeah.
let him KO himself.
Uh, Brave. Mand needs foul play. Yeah, I don't know if Mandibus has foul play or not.
Only seen 2 moves that could have it still.
Oh, Blaziken needs to crit. Yeah, so Brave has realized he needs to preserve this Blaziken for the final hit.
Also, the thing is, it needs to make sure that it can conserve for the final hit, while also
I don't think Electivire had
making sure
Wild
that the
Charge.
Mandibuzz is still around.
Hmm. Threw away his win cons. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Like this is why if I look at that, we the first crit and it comes from the Corviknight. But man, as you say, Mandibuzz is able to just restore the Corviknight here, and this
Hmm.
Corviknight only has one roost left.
Yep.
This burn chip is this might not be over because the Corviknight's burned and it's only got one roost left. Mandibuzz has still got 12 roosts, and this is where we go for the Tailwind. Oh, we're trying to do as much damage now. So the fact that this Corviknight's got even more bulk on it is probably going to be the Blaziken's going to come in and only do about 20% damage.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for this Mandibuzz to to put enough pressure on this Corviknight to force him
But
to use that last roost while.
oh, Citrus Berry flinched. That Citrus Berry saved.
Mhm.
Mandibuzz is actually faster than Corviknight. I think Brave can win it because there's only one roost left, and this Mandibuzz is Corviknight needs to be faster with a Tailwind. Oh, this is getting intense.
Looks like it might actually be a speed tie. There's been a mix of who's been going first here.
Really?
Okay, so there's the. Yeah, right, because Mandibuzz just went first in that instance, and Corviknight had gone first to flinch to the. So
The
actually, it
Tailwind.
might have been Tailwind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
79 turns. Jeez, guys, I do want to finish tonight. This one game
Well, we
has gone
are.
on longer than every other game.
Yeah. Well, we are at the point, right, where the Corviknight is out of roost. So all the damage that we see here
It's
is
permanent.
there, right? It's not going anywhere now.
Saving this Blaziken on 1% might have just been the thing he needed to do. Mandibuzz can live another hit, so he has to go for. Ooh, he has to go for the roost. Yeah, he got the roost. Corviknight had to tailwind there. I think this is GG now. Unless he gets like double flinches. But this Corviknight's now in the position where it's outspeeding the Mandibuzz, and it's going to be one shot from a Blaziken that switches in.
If
Tailwind's
they
about
even
to,
need to.
yeah, even if it even needs to. I don't think it needs to.
Yeah, it does. It sure doesn't look like it.
This match, man.
The knockoff's not doing much damage, but it is doing damage.
One more knockoff, and I think he was pretty safe to just go for the knockoff there to get the finish the game. Thanks for dragging it out one more turn than it needed to be. Okay, we just got a bulk up there. Nice. Hurrah! The match ends. The match ends. And this is why I dislike singles. 88 turns. Oh my god. Oh my god. Two. So we'll soon see actually who you're to play.
Yeah, so I know based on the bracket, I'll play up against Brave in the second round.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize there's a. Oh, of
this
course,
may
there's
be
a
an
brackets.
opportunity for me to hop off and for you to grab someone who
Yeah, yeah.
can come into contact along with you.
So if you're still there, Brian, hop on into the voice chat and we can talk over your game a little bit if you want, whilst we wait. If you've already prepped for your match versus Camadude.
Okay, yeah, and I'll hop off. I'll catch you all later.
All right, see you in a bit.
See my match.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Well, wasn't this interesting? Hopefully, we get Brian on. Let's have a look to see if Brian is available. "88 turns. Jeez. Well, actually, Brian might just be going straight into their match. So let's have a look to see.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Brian. So you're up in a minute, aren't you, to play your next match?
Yeah, I'll be the next matchup against Camo. I got sucked into that battle, so I'm gonna prep, and you can ask me questions for a little bit.
Oh dear. Questions. Well, how did you think that match went with Seven Sins Bond?
As you said in the video, I'm not as much of a singles battler as I am a VGC battler.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whoa, Jesus
I was
Christ.
A little bit
sorry
nervous.
about that, guys. I think there was a little bit of an issue with the mic there. That's gonna be loud. You were saying?
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry for that the loud noise there, guys. I know that'll screech into anything. How many games are there left? Sorry, Bill. I know this is eating into our time. I might end the stream earlier than the final if it goes too late. Just so that we can get on with our recording.
Oh, sorry about that. What's going on?
I'm just responding to Bill in the chat. Technically, Bill. There is 3 games left. There's Brian versus Camadude, Brave versus Pat Mac, which I seriously hope doesn't take as long. And then there is the final. So if you want to DM me and
find the I need to find the teams.
just send us a DM, Brian,
to...
and DM Bill, and if you need to play, if we need to do our recording in a bit, then we can do that. And I can end stream early, maybe. Well, Bill's also the same time zone as me, and we plan to be recording about 11. But due to a little slip up on the timing, on like a miscommunication on the timing when this was supposed to start,
I have to. Oh, I had the dock up over here. I'm stupid.
So
let's see, camo. I should have been prepping.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
I'll hop off.
No worries. No worries.
I'm sorry.
Go for it. Bill, are you there? Brave? Anyone? Anyone want to join in? I can't talk about singles by myself. I'm not the best. Okay, let's have a little look at the teams and what we've got going up. So we've got Barrett Bryan versus Camo Dude. And let's see if I can analyze this. Barrett Bryan versus Camo Dude, which is the Psychic Gym versus the Bug Gym. Obviously, they're not actually using their Bug and Psychic type teams, but we have got... Let's have a look. We have the Pheromosa Cinderace team. So we've got Brian, which is using quite a offensive team, I would say, with the Cinderace, Tapu Koko, Umbird, and Hawlucha, but a really nice defensive piece in an Umbreon. And he's up against the Rain team with Kingdra and Politoed. Bill, if you're around, I can send you a link and you can join us for these couple of matches if you want to pass your commentary on it whilst we prep for our recording. Oh, sweet. Cheers, Bill. Really appreciate that. So yeah. So Camadude, he's got the Rain mode, Skarmory, which is a nice defensive. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm sending you a link now, Bill. Hello. Hello, Bambinos. We wait for the man, the legend, the hooded Bill. Let me grab a drink and I'll join. Awesome. So, yeah. How is everyone doing in the chat at the moment? What are people's predictions for this lineup? We, as you can see here, we have got Brian versus Camadude and Brave versus Pat Mac. Who do we think is going to win between Brian and Camo? And who's going to win versus Brave and Pat Mac? What is our final going to look like? Give us some of your predictions. Hit me with it. I personally expect to see Camo Dude into the final. Brian is obviously a good friend of mine, but Camo Dude seems to be really more experienced at single battling. I'm actually really interested to see the Brave versus Pat Mac match, and I think Pat Mac possibly is the going to pull out on top, just because, as you were saying about how Brave doesn't have like this hazard setting, and Pat Mac's team obviously is able to do a lot of hazard settings. So we can have a look at Pat Mac's team as well. But firstly, we've got Brian versus Camo Dude. I expect to see a pretty similar type situation with the rain mode. I know there's the terrain from the Tapu Koko and Hawlucha, but if he brings Tapu Bulu, he can maintain terrain control. Ditto could also come again to really abuse like this Hawlucha setup. We saw him use against the Latios of Lucens. Also, like with a Beast Boost user like Pheromosa, getting this Ditto in again is good here. So I honestly my prediction would be that there's a Kingdra Politoed, Heatran again to take these fire types, Xerneas. So that's 4. Tapu Bulu maybe is the 5th, and Ditto is the 6th. Although I could also see him on top coming, so we'll see. For Brian's side, I imagine there's Cinderace. Let's have a look at the chat. Michael wants to join too. Yeah, Michael, you can join as well. Like, just join, Michael. Yes, he did. So, okay, no worries. I can send another invite. I'm trying my best here, guys. Really trying. Good. Invite. Okay. If anyone wants to like get hold of me or something, you'll probably just better off messaging me in the chat, 'cause that's the only thing I want open at the moment. Discord, I can't run Discord open as well as the live stream and everything. It's hard to keep checking back with only one screen. So if you want me, just there'll be a 30-second delay, but don't worry about it. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, I think Brian could probably bring on a whim, yeah. Brian could probably bring his terrain mode again. Like that did really well for him. I really expect Umbreon to come because it can wall a lot of what Camo wants to do. The only problem is that Xerneas setup. Obviously, Geomancy is a really strong setup. But that's not to say that some of the mons that Brian has can't deal with a Xerneas. I think most notably, although he is slightly weak to Xerneas, I think Cinderace could be really good because obviously Libero could become a steel type, so that does some good damage to the Xerneas. But obviously Camadood has many switch-ins for that type of attack. So I do think the matchup's a little bit more favorable for Camadood, so we'll see. Awesome, Brave. Awesome. Hello?
Hello.
Is that Michael?
Yeah, finally made it work.
Awesome, awesome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So that match.
That was the 88 turns.
Oh, brutal. Like, honestly, there was I thought Brave had it a lot sooner than that, and then all of a sudden this Corviknight comes out and just starts walling. And I'm thinking, could this Corviknight turn it around? Can it turn it around? And came so close.
Yeah.
Yes, that burn was huge.
Yeah.
It was able to just keep chipping at you as well.
Yeah. I was waiting for that Life Orb recoil from his Blaziken, but I missed by just a bit.
Yes, that Blaziken living on 1 HP as well. Like, he conserved it.
Yeah.
And there was always that threat then in the back. Like, yeah, Mandibus could also wall you, but if that wasn't for that burn, you probably would have had that game.
Yeah, but it's all right. I played really bad in the beginning rounds as well. Lots of mistakes.
Honestly, that game was so long, I don't remember a lot of the beginning round.
Yeah, I only remember I almost got swept by Slowbro.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that nasty plot was nasty.
Yeah. I really like the Mimikyu set. Like, I know Pat Mac was telling me like it could be quite common for a Mimikyu to run, but it was really good to be able to see like you had the answer for that setup, Zygarde straight out of the bat.
Yeah, I was thinking about how to get rid of Zygarde, but I didn't really have a good answer. So I was thinking, well, let's try the red card thing.
No,
and then it actually worked.
No, it was good. What I really liked as well is some of your switches were just pretty smart switches. I felt like Brave kind of fell into them traps a few times. As like when I think the second time he hit your Corviknight in the switching,
Yeah.
That
That
one.
one was very predictable, and I think I don't know. I think he kind of memed me by
Yes.
doing it again. He's like,
Yes.
I know you're gonna switch, but I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, like at that point, it's like I think well, I said about it in the chat before. The play, I think that was the only time that even I was like, he's gonna switch in the Corv Knight here. It's such a
Yeah.
safe switch, and he's already
Yeah.
proven to switch in that Corv Knight once before. And I was like,
Yeah.
but no, the as the chat's saying, like the red card was really good. Really, I thought that was going to be a sweep off turn one, and then all of a sudden you just turn the momentum with that red card play, and that was great.
Yeah, I was very scared of that Zygarde, yeah, to be honest. And it was lucky I predicted it at the right turn. Because I've been playing Brave for a very long time, since we've been friends for a long time, and
Yes.
he usually doesn't go all the way with all his boosts, but he went all the way, so I was like, I guessed right. I didn't pull it too early.
I'm just gonna double check. I need to. I'm not the best with Discord. I just trying to invite someone to. There we go. There we go. And he should be able to join. Bill, who's a friend of mine.
Hello,
Can't work
Bill.
it out. I can't join the chat. It's locked.
Oh, I think he has to be in the server first. Is he in the server?
Not sure if I need to sit roll. Yeah. You need to.
Yeah.
Be in the server first, I think, and get a roll. But no worries. Yeah, Michael's here. We'll join you shortly. It's gonna be weird because he's gonna see this message and then he's gonna hear me typing out the message in about 30 seconds. But yeah,
what's the delay on YouTube? 30 seconds?
Yeah, just 30 seconds. Just have a little delay in case, just so like I don't know.
Yeah, no sniping.
Yeah. So
But I gotta say, singles is, my God, so freaking long.
Very, very.
88 turns.
It's one of the things could you imagine playing that on a cartridge? That like you would have gone to timer. 100% would have gone to timer. And
yeah, that would definitely gone to time.
I just can't. Like the first two games were great. They were over pretty quickly. Nice, sweet, move on. Your game took twice the time as the other two games.
Yeah, we started at like 40 and ended at like 7th.
Tell you.
Yeah.
So, what is your I am drunk, that's why. Right. I'm pretty sure it's morning for you guys. I hope it's not.
It's 7:20 in the morning.
God. Well, 7:20 in the morning, and yet you dragged that game on.
Yeah.
So, we have our first matchup of round 2, which is Camodude versus Brian. I gave my thoughts on it a few minutes ago. Not very in-depth thoughts, not gonna lie, but I think Camodude has a slight advantage here. So
let me take a look. I'm not really good at singles, anyways, but
I'm appalling.
I did do some. I don't know. I've heard. Well, of course, when you prepare for singles, you have to start looking on YouTube and look at all those single players. But yeah, I've heard Skarmory is very good in singles. Like, I don't know why. Probably just a typing or something, but yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
So
I'm really bad.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
I'm really bad at singles, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You just had your walls left at the end. Yeah, that was hilarious. It was funny. Watch it. Like Mandibuzz and Corviknight are some of the bulkiest mons for singles, like the flying types. You know, if you think of like bulky flying types, Mandibuzz, Corviknight, they're the ones you think of, because Corviknight overtook Skarmory, I think, this gen as being a better, bulkier steel flying.
Yeah, I was waiting for foul play, but apparently it looked like he only had knockoff.
That's what we were saying. Me and Pat Mac, Pat Mac and Bill, and it's like is there foul
Mm.
play? And nah, it never came out. So
Yeah, I was like, oh, should I go to +4? Foul play is gonna one shot me, but like, well, whatever.
Mm.
I was about to lose anyways because I ran out of roosts.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
it was so close.
but it well. Yeah, well.
But as I say, like I think they're just waiting now. Come on, guys. I'm actually getting my hair cut right now. I thought it would have taken Ryan longer to prep. Either the second semi-final can go first, or I can bow out. Seriously, Callum, dude, come on. Okay, so it looks like we've got Pat Mac versus Brave as our first match. So I haven't actually done any analysis on the. I haven't like had a quick look at that team. I don't even know what is on Pat Mac's team. I can just see there's an Xerneas here, but yeah. So I know that it's basically uh, Pat Mac likes to play with the setup of hazards and stuff. So I expect a lot of hazard control to be coming from Pat Mac's side.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think the link's just been posted.
Let me see.
Yep.
Yep.
Link is posted. I think the YouTube can see this. Yeah, they'll see it in about 30 seconds. It's fine. Yes, I heard Gert Bilbo is a good singles player to follow. Vouch. Bill is a great player. If anyone likes singles content, I don't. Then go follow Gert Bilbo on YouTube. That's GURTIBILBO. Go follow him. Great singles draft player, great VGC draft player. Just I know even greater guy all round. So go follow him there. Casual plug. So yeah, it looks like this match is about to get underway.
Ugh.
I played Brave a couple times in the Helix League now. I've never played Pat Mac, but I've seen a few of his matches, and he seems to be quite a strong player.
Yep. I don't think Mac is in our draft league.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's just there. He's the god.
Yeah, I think he.
Ooh.
So we have a Starmie versus Slowbro lead. Interesting. I actually don't know. I don't even know what it does here. Like I know Starmie gets like rapid spin, and
yeah, rapid spin. Yeah.
but like against Slowbro, unless it's offensive Starmie, like Slowbro is always going to eat a hit here.
Yeah. Slowbro's surprising. Well, not surprisingly tanky, but yeah, it really
tanks hits. Yeah, like it lived on so much on you against you.
Yeah.
Huh, Bill. Don't worry, Bill. Got you back. Plug you all day long.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good read by Pat Mac for the switching.
Yeah.
Just scouting out what he wanted to do there. Get the flip turn.
Oh.
Was that red card? Mandibus? Interesting. I thought it was a pretty quick switch.
Yeah.
Getting that stealth rocks up.
Yeah. There's rocks.
There goes the rocky helmet.
Ooh.
Mandibus is pretty free to go for a defog here, so maybe the Miltank, maybe Pat Mac knows this and switches in a mon better for it, or goes for toxic. I see. Which is actually, I think it's pretty good because Mandibuzz is obviously this really bulky mon, and now you're getting consistent damage on this Mandibuzz, which likes to be in taking hits.
There's no licky this time too as well.
Yes, that's true with the heal bell. Scarf flip turn. Is that what it was? Interesting. That's true.
Yeah.
With it being flip turn on the Starmie, yeah, I can see it being scarf.
Yeah, Starmie's not full speed Starmie.
Because Scarf Starmie allows it to outspeed Laserkin after +1.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Ooh.
Okay, Whirlwind switching.
Oh, he called the switch.
Put the Miltank back out.
Yeah. Stealth rock toxic. What a set for Mandiba's knockoff defog roost whirlwind. Holy crap.
Which again is weird because like I think whirlwind is usually good on sets, obviously to stop setup, but also good when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have like the like stealth rocks, spikes, and everything on the opponent's
Yeah,
side.
yeah. He doesn't have a setter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh. Mander's Eye. Sheer Force. Gastro. U-turn. Ooh. Milk Tank? Oh no, it's Serena.
I love Serena. Serena's one of my favorite mons.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's pretty underrated, but in the VGC format,
Yeah, I really like
I
using it
don't
in
know about
VGC.
singles. Yeah. Really good. I think it's really good. Oh, bro.
Yeah, I expected the switch in there. Oh, and Pat Mac predicted
Mm.
the switch in, but that Zen headbutt's not doing a lot.
Yeah.
And I think this is where Pat Mac really excels, is that he's very good at like reading what the opponent's most likely to do. Not always going for the super obvious
Yeah.
damaging moves, but going for the
Mhm.
move that's best for the switching.
Yeah, he covers very well, I should say.
Mhm. And I think
Ooh,
Brave can
that's a
sometimes,
lot.
yeah, that's a lot. I think Brave can sometimes be a bit blindsided by what's in front of him.
Yeah.
That's what I feel when playing against him in the VGC, and he does always.
Mhm.
It's not like he makes the obvious plays, but
Mhm.
I feel like he's a little bit easier to read in some instances.
Oh,
But
nice one.
that switch
Nice
in there
switch.
proved me wrong a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Made me my words almost immediately.
Yeah.
Ooh, toxic onto Death Star. So it's not
Ooh.
scarfed because of its got
Yeah. What
liability.
is it?
Karen.
Hmm.
Ah,
Earth Power, nice switch.
Karen's eating that Earth Power +1 up. Does
And
now?
then here comes.
Well, does he switch or
Yeah.
does he call it? Because the Ice Beam with
I
Gastrodon.
think the slow bro has to come in here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you get one shot by Serena, yeah.
yeah, and
Oh, he went for it.
but
He went for it.
yeah, and honestly, that Power Whip actually does more damage than what Zen Headbutt does.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It's really
does he
interesting. Like
do now? Yeah.
it's interesting for me trying to figure out what's going to happen because obviously
Mm-hmm.
I got no idea. Do we know if this
Yeah.
Slowbro is Regenerator yet? It is,
I
isn't it?
don't think so.
Well, it took
Yeah.
damage and
It
recovered,
probably is.
so I think it's Regenerator.
Yeah, it's definitely Regenerator. Right
Interesting.
now it's 54%. Yeah, it's 54% right now. We'll see. Ooh, Ditto on right now.
My night tonight has been really busy. So I literally finished work and stuff, and then I knew I had this on at 10 o'clock my time, 10 p.m. And you gotta stop the Karens. So it started at 10 p.m. tonight, and I had a draft match just before this. Then we're doing this live, E4 tourney, and then I'm going straight from this into recording with Bill and getting some commentary done for one of the VDL matches.
That's
We
a busy schedule.
yeah, it's quite busy tonight actually, which was funny because when Brave originally pitched the idea for this thing and I said yeah I'll do it, I was thinking like 9 till 11 is what I said is basically what I was able to do, and there was a mix up with the fact that he forgot obviously you're over in
Japan.
Yeah, in Japan, and he forgot that the summertime over here in the UK, and so he thought the 9 was so it's 10 o'clock was his time. 6 a.m. for you is 10 o'clock my time, so it was like okay, it's an hour later, but it'll be right.
Yeah,
Bill is being a saint and being patient and supporting the streams, so
thank you, Bill.
Yeah, big thanks to Bill. They're taking their
Ooh.
time deciding here what to do, aren't they?
Yeah.
They haven't got the draft timer on, have they?
Yeah, I don't think they have the timer on. We didn't have the timer on when we were doing it. I thought we were supposed to have the timer on, but
Yeah, I thought so as well. I thought
yeah.
so. Wasn't a bit Brave who suggested we have to have the timer on so that Matrix's stream doesn't go too long?
Commissioner Brave.
Oh dear.
It's all right. We'll
Yeah, I do.
remind him after
It's fine.
this
It's
match.
fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um.
Ditto putting in work.
Yes.
Ah,
Did he bring
nice.
Ditto against you? He didn't, did he?
No, he didn't. He brought Licky Licky.
I like Licky Licky. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, it's singles. It's. I think it's super good. Ooh.
Trying to think what to like. I don't know. What are they going to do here? Have they said anything in the chat? They haven't said anything in the chat. They've not said anything in Discord.
No.
They're just
Yeah.
really thinking these turns out here.
Yeah, they really want to be Elite Four. Holy crap!
I did not want to be Elite Four for singles, man. I
Same.
I'll play the BGC when we do the BGC, but
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah.
I had the timer on. Yeah, I know, Brian. You had the timer on. I saw that. The VGs. Yeah, I just.
The
I-
timer's on now. They turned the timer on.
Sweet. Oh, I've just lost connection. Hang on.
Ooh,
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
it's all right.
I seem to have lost the stream.
Ooh,
Weird. Let's get it back up. Have you still got the stream up?
me? I still. You mean YouTube?
No, well, the YouTube, not the YouTube stream. Sorry, have you still got the live link going?
Yeah, I'm still
It's
inside.
okay. So just keep an
Right
eye on
now
the.
it's turned 30.
Okay, well,
Uh-huh.
I must have an issue then because there we go.
Oh yeah, you're in.
So 14 to so I was on turn 14 last time. I was on a load of turns have
Oh,
passed.
you froze?
Yeah, I left after
Probably,
turn
yeah.
15 and it didn't even show up on my screen. So sorry guys for if you missed a
Oh,
few turns here. I just thought they were like I think it was at Serena versus Gastrodon, and I thought they were just really
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
their turns out, and it turns out that I disconnected, and it took 15 turns before it told me I disconnected.
Oh wow.
So sorry about that, people who were watching. You missed all that.
Yeah, there was just a lot of Starmie stalling, recover stalling,
And
when you were
Miltank
gone.
eventually died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, now
Weird.
it's gas.
To be fair, sports ain't the best server.
Yeah.
We got this Ditto coming out to take a grass. Ooh, Karen predicting going for the
Ooh.
U-turn. Huge, getting rid of that Ditto, but apparently it was a misclick from Brave to switch in the Ditto there.
Well, is that misclick gonna cost them? Oh,
This is
oh.
that Ditto being removed is kind of huge because obviously that's the biggest setup mon on Pat Mac's team is Xerneas,
Yeah.
as well as the speed boost from this Blaziken.
Yeah. Oh boy, I don't think he has an answer for his Xerneas now, except for
Going for a
Slowbro.
whirlwind with Mandibus there.
Ooh.
Interesting. Pat Mac's looking in a better position, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Especially in Xerneas versus a Zygarde matchup. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure Xerneas is at an advantage.
Yeah, depending on what his set is, but I think Fairy beats Dragon, so
Yeah. We go for a U-turn from Chicken. Do we see a Landorus
Probably an-
switching? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Landorus.
Trick?
Trick.
Oh, Slagging Tail Slowbro.
Lagging Tail Regenerator Slowbro.
Very interesting.
Oh my
I think this Landorus just dies here then.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with it.
Because like, there's no point saving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Lando.
Yeah. Who do you put out here?
Brings out the Blaziken.
Blaziken, yeah.
I think it's because this Blaziken's choiced.
Ah, that's probably it.
With having
Ooh.
Earthquake and U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
Shell Sidearm. Chaos Starmie.
Ah,
Oof. This Slowbro putting in the work. It
yeah.
might just win. Because we've gone from a decent positioning for Pat Mac. Yeah, I think what he's trying to do is
Ooh.
get this chip onto the Slowbro so that
Yeah.
Earthquake could KO, and it just couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
And then Xerneas isn't able to set up here. Has to go for the KO on the Slowbro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes for the
There
Psychic.
is.
But then Gastrodon and Blaziken, not bad against the Xerneas. And a full health Zygarde still.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gastrodon here maybe, but his Gastrodon is poisoned, right? Yeah.
Toxic, yeah.
Yeah.
Gastrodon can
But
easily
it's
go
left.
for a recover here.
Yeah. Ooh, substitute. All right.
Nice for the substitute.
Nice
Toxic,
read.
yeah.
Yeah.
Free Geomancy here.
Yeah.
Oh, Carmine.
Calm mind.
Very
Ooh.
interesting, because this should also protect it, yeah. After that Carmine,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Geomancy also
Yeah.
would have done the same thing, but it's
Yeah.
because of the Xerneas' leftovers. Oh dear, I'm
Ah.
dead. Yes, I think this is a good position for the Xerneas to be in now. Ooh, getting this double
Oh,
Carmine
that's
off.
busted. That's busted.
Zygarde
Oh.
will break the. Oh no, doesn't
Nah,
move
it's not.
first.
Oh.
I think here now. This is where the Ditto would have been good, and having the
Yeah.
Ditto KO'd so early on in the match has allowed this setup for the Xerneas, and this is where Pat Mac made sure to save his setup on.
Yeah.
And it looks like, yeah, between Psychic and Moonblast, this Blaziken is kind of dead.
Yeah.
Well, Brave apparently also made a mistake on his moveset.
Uh-oh.
I'll take a screenshot. I bet he's only got 3 moves on it or something.
Probably. Or he has, I don't know, AV with Protect or something.
Oh, I've seen that happen many times.
Yeah, because why would you blindly, why would you switch
It has Aura Sphere.
Zygarde in? Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's true. But,
I don't think that's too. I don't think that really helps this situation here, though. Like,
yeah. It has Aura Spear, I guess. I could go wrong with it.
I mean,
Whoa. Yeah.
I see this being a, yeah, because of even if the stag went down to the Gastrodon, Karen comes in and just destroys Gastrodon. So
Yeah.
it looks like it's
Yeah.
game,
Carrot in the back.
set
Yeah.
and match.
Yeah, that's games.
Can't believe he let
Oof.
Karen survive. And that is GG. This is Pat Mac progressing into the final, which means that he is one of our Elite Four.
Congrats, Pat.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I wonder now if Camo Dude is able to play Brian.
Something about cutting their hair, right?
I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. They were both ready. But yeah.
We have just seen if there's any change in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Just checking all my yep, just checking my settings whilst I'm waiting. Brian is waiting. So that sees
Ah,
Brave. What am I missing? Okay. Close combat, Aura Sphere, Sword Stance, knockoff. Oh, has nothing to hit the stag with.
yeah.
Big rip, big rip. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's definitely a misclick right there.
We are waiting on our second semi-final match here, guys.
Camo, huh? Yeah, we're
Pat,
waiting for Camo.
wonder if Pat Mac is going to join us after that match, or Brave. Welcome for anyone else to join us. I think this is kind of interesting because of obviously you've had all this time to prep for your first match, but then going in for your second match, you literally have about 10-15 minutes.
Mhm.
So there's a huge difference in time to prep, and I think it really tests your team building, which is, I think, to be expected. Like if you're going for an Elite Four, you got to be pretty quick. You got to be good. You got to. So I think it also tests your building under pressure, which is Elite Four material.
Yeah.
Come on, Matrix. What? Come on, Matrix. Some love for me, please. Commiserations, Brave. Commiserations. Hard fought. I wasn't that easy to read. No, you actually. Funny enough, as soon as I said that to you, not that you were easy to read, I just find like you can be at times. As soon as I said that, I literally ate my words because you started switching and going, oh, yep, no, I didn't predict that. I literally said to Michael, no, I ate my words. I called that completely wrong. So no, I was completely wrong.
Yeah, I think it was the Gastrodon switch. Yeah. It was
I
really
hopped
funny to see.
on if you want to talk to me.
Hello, we're waiting on your
Hi.
second match.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't know that I'm generally a pretty fast prepper if I have pressure to prep fast. So,
Mm-hmm. Um,
so we'll see.
if I
I was
was you,
expecting a little more. I was expecting a little more time in between the first round and the semifinals, honestly. So I guess that's a little bit on my part.
I think if I was you, I'd start prepping for Pat Mac because you might end up getting a bye into the final.
That's fair. That's
So,
fair.
um,
What is Pac Mac?
but if you
Which
get,
means, oh my god,
you'd be
I'm
an
a
Elite Four.
semifinalist. That
You'd
means
be,
I'm a single Elite Four. I did not plan on this happening.
that's quite funny. Win one
Oh
match, become
lord.
single Elite Four member. Oh dear.
I feel bad because I wanted to win it fairly,
Yeah.
But I hope he shows up and just.
I hope he does, but I also hope he is quick about it so that we can get a long move on because it's a lot of dead air.
Yeah. I guess it's up to Commissioner. It's up to the commish.
I'm a lot.
Oh,
I'd have a lot
typing.
more to talk about if it was a VGC matches. Like I could go fully in depth on the teams and the combinations and stuff. But I'm a little bit of a loss here, so hopefully,
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hop off prep
yeah,
for Hack Mac,
yeah.
I guess.
And Pat Mac, if you're
Okay.
listening and you want to just join in for a minute, you can hop in as well. I'll be your backup later. Oh dear. So, what are we thinking here? What's the chat saying? What's chat saying? Just some crazy stuff. Yeah, Michael style. Yeah, to be fair, Michael, you can run some pretty crazy sets.
Uh, that's what I do.
That's good fun. Good fun.
Yeah, I'm not really good at team building, so I usually have to cheese a little bit.
What would you say is your preferred format? VGC?
VGC is definitely easier for me
Hmm.
to like predict what the opponents will be doing or
Mhm.
like kind of guess. Singles is just completely a different different beast.
It is. It really is. I'm actually kind of worried because I'm okay at VGC. Like, I'm decent. I wouldn't say I'm like great, but I can hold my own. And I'm worried about playing Pat Mac in first round of the VGC bracket, the double
Oh,
bracket.
you're up against Pat. Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot
pretty.
who I was. Let me take a look. Doubles bracket. I am. Oh, I'm against Dunnigan. He's pretty good too.
Duncan, yeah, I've played him a few times. I played him as a did his poison gym recently. I think.
Yeah, I. Yeah.
Sorry,
No, it's okay. You can go.
I was gonna say. I think I've faced him in the Helix
Draft as
League.
well, right?
Yeah, Helix League. I think I faced him twice now, round two and round three, because obviously I wasn't part of round one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think I've beaten both times.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and him are the only two I've beaten both times.
Yes, I went 1-5 both times. So I think I only beat Brave and
That's good.
uh, yeah, because he misclicked. He misclicked a yawn when I had terrain up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Brutal, brutal.
Well,
Um,
that was
Coming
that
new
was a long
drop. We
time
still have a
ago.
little bit of time.
Yeah, it looks like we can't be waiting forever, right?
Literally.
Hit night midnight for you guys.
Yeah, and I still have
Stuff to
other
do.
stuff to do. But it's fine. I've had a bit of fun here, talking to Pat Mac, talking to you. Like, obviously, this is the first time both you and Pat Mac have joined me in the channel, so
Yeah,
which is really nice. Like, if you want,
thank you.
tell us a little bit more about yourself and some of your draft experience. I suppose
Oh,
we'll go into that. Let's go for a little mini
um,
interview.
oh, oh, uh, so to be honest, Brave got me into VGC,
Hmm.
which is like a year ago. Before that, I was just a normal like gamer.
Oh
None
yeah.
of the grinding involved. Yeah, I used to play computer games, League of Legends and all that stuff, but
Hmm.
never really full time or competitively. Then Brave, so we worked together.
Yes, I
He got
remember.
me into yeah, he got me into VGC doubles especially, and I found like doubles is actually really fun.
Hmm.
I think
I agree.
so. Yeah, so after battling him and getting my ass kicked a few times, I looked around on Reddit and found UGA season one, and then I joined,
Oh, was that your
and
first? Was that your first
then
league?
yes, UGA was my first league.
Ah, interesting. It's my second.
Yeah, season one. Yeah, and then halfway through, Brave filled in for one of the Galler people, I think.
Hmm.
So he got like he didn't start with with me at the same time, but he filled in.
Yeah.
And then after season one finished, we asked to be together in the Kanto. So here we are now.
Yes, I remember. I was the one who obviously I'm one of the mods in UGA, and
Yes, yes.
one of my roles
Our,
was
our
to
hmm
sort out all the divisions. So I remember putting you two
hmm
together.
Yeah. You are our favorite mod.
Cheers, cheers. Um, yeah, the UGA it's good. It's a good league, but there's still a lot of shaky foundations. It just needs a bit of shoring up in a few areas. So
Yeah, I
hoping to
agree
do
with
that for
that. Yeah.
season three. Yeah, I remember Kanto's been a little bit shaky at the best of times.
Last season Kanto was really all over the place, I would say.
Hmm.
Not bad, but not that good.
Hmm.
Yeah, but this season, well, only two dropouts right now, I would say. Not really that bad.
Yeah, and you're doing pretty well over there, aren't you? 6-3 or 6-4?
Ah, 6-4. 2.
6-2.
I got 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
Yeah, I got 2
But
more to
that's
go.
really good. Like 6-2. I'm on 7-2 with 1 more game left to play.
Oh,
So
okay.
6-2 is a really good position to be in.
Thank you. If I do make it in, it'll be my first time ever. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
Which is really nice.
Mm.
The Pat Mac is just posted in the chat asking what your best league character is.
My best league character? I am a Vi main. VI Vi.
I have no idea what that is. I've never played League.
Michael is super quiet. Oh,
Oh,
should I turn my microphone up?
who's just joined?
I know, like it says in chat, Michael is super quiet.
Oh, yeah. Is that I turned you all up. Now I'm gonna have to turn you right
All right,
down.
it's probably.
Oh, that's loud.
Is it too loud? Okay.
It's fine. I just changed my settings. If you want to keep your mic at that.
Okay. Okay. And now I won't change mine then.
Nice. It was just a that caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. That was a sudden boom.
My bad.
Thought someone else joined then. How are we doing on this, guys? Elite Four tourney.
We still have a little bit of time. Commissioner Brave.
Bold of you to assume. No, God. Best league cards. All right, fair enough. That's a solid champ.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I'm
again.
sure you don't know what we're talking about.
Wouldn't have a clue. I've never been into like League of Legends like and all them type of games. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those.
Yeah. For the
How much
young
time do you
people now.
guys have left? How much time have you guys? I don't know. How much time have you guys have left? Well, I stream for a little bit longer, hoping like if we got the game playing now and then the final playing, then it'd be good. But
Yeah, I think Camel's not gonna make it.
yeah, I don't. It's a lot of dead air at this point.
Yeah.
Because
Brave, I think you should move it on. Yeah.
Yeah, might have to. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's up to you guys, but it's 5 to 12 my time.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I've got something to do after this.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna.
this has already gone like an hour longer than I thought, which is fine. Like it's been fun whilst we're in the matches. So, Pat Mac is saying, did you play when old Swain? I don't know if that's pronounced right. Swain was around.
Yeah. I replied, yes, I did.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, Michael from Myra.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. The rework is so. At this point, all
That
I can
means
do
we're
is
both
hope
very
for
old.
I suppose that's one way of asking someone's age.
Yeah. All right. We better let Brian know. He already knows, right?
Knows what?
We're skipping.
Oh right.
Straight to final.
I mean,
Yeah,
I did say for him to go like prep for it just in case, but okay. So it looks like Brian is taking a place in the final versus Pat Mac, and he takes the Elite Four position by default. But yeah, kind of disappointing that Camera Dude wasn't able to play, but like we all knew going into this, like it'd be like an hour or two, and
yeah,
it would be short turnarounds. It's not like a major tournament, so
yeah,
just disappointing to have that.
yeah.
So Brian
Well, it's
versus
nobody's fault, to be honest.
yeah, it's just a shame.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the singles teams then. So we've got Pat Mac versus Brian. Now I've got to reanalyze this. I I think Pat Mac has Brian on the experience level.
Yes, that is true.
Um, but that being said, Brian could still provide a good outing. Hmm.
Yeah, but since it's singles, there's no speed swap shenanigans, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, so I don't think Snorlax for Hermosa will be that big of a threat.
Brian doesn't have Snorlax.
Oh, really? It says Snorlax.
Are you looking at the singles or doubles?
Oh, I'm looking at doubles. Oh,
I
my bad.
was thinking that. I was like,
Yeah, because their first mon were the same. I was like, oh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
W-
Cinder Ace, Happy Coco. I see.
Galvantula could be good.
Yeah.
Getting the sticky webs down.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, though, Pat Mac has Starmie for the removal.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what they bring, to be honest. Again, like, it's really hard for me because it's like, I don't know what's best in singles. Like, sometimes I think, oh, this is a good mon, but it's not actually a good matchup for it.
Yeah. And the tier lists are all different, so
Mm.
yeah, move sets as well.
Just waiting on
But
a match.
mm,
Well, I suppose as well, like, if Camadude's come back online.
oh, Camo.
What will be really interesting is if Pat Mac also wins the doubles tournament.
I have a feeling he probably will.
He probably could as well. That's really bad for me
Yeah.
because like I'll just get knocked out right. Well, when I saw the matchup, it was like, oh, Pat Mac versus Matrix. I was like,
Mhm.
oh no. Like I'd have preferred nearly anyone else. Just looking at my team, so I didn't really couldn't be bothered making a new team up, so I just used my challenger team,
Mhm.
just plus Dialga because I really like Dialga, and Pat Mac has got Zygarde, so that's going to be an interesting matchup there. I haven't
Yeah.
even looked at it yet. I might as well look now.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting.
I've got 3 steel types: Dialga, Celesteela, and Klefki. He's got Porygon Z, but he doesn't have redirection, which is nice. Pat Mac's
Does he
probably
even
Pat
have
Mac's watching
fire
this as well.
coverage?
Pat Mac's watching this as
Yeah.
well, but honestly, I don't really care. You can see my thoughts, Pat Mac. That's fine.
There's Entei.
Yeah, he has Entei. But I do have
Yeah.
like rain mode as well. The things that you can see, like I can see a lot more synergy in teams in VGC. So he's got Zygarde complete with Comfey. That's like a big VGC
Yeah.
staple.
Yeah, that's weakness policy right there.
Luckily though, he has to worry about the fact that I have Raichu, Salazzle, which and Ludicolo and Rain, which are all faster than Comfey. So with
Yeah.
Fake Out, so that
You also have Parasol.
I do.
Yeah.
Perish Trap.
Yeah, Paris Trap. This is really good. Paris Trap with Celesteela and Rain. Like, oh god,
Yes.
it's hard. It's gonna be hard.
And also like there's Beartic to cover Zygarde. There's
Yeah.
Salazzle, which is just a good support mon.
Mhm.
I don't actually have beat up with this team for the Salazzle. Or do I? Do I have Gallade? No, I got Gothitelle. Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, I'm just talking for the teams. But like it's I'm kind of going through a stage at the moment where I'm really enjoying using like Celesteela Rain teams.
Yeah.
So
Celesteela is really. I would consider meta right now.
Exactly. Like, I don't think it's super good on Series 9 ladder, but it's pretty fun
Yeah.
to use in like some draft league matches and stuff. So, wait, have we
Mhm.
got a live link? No, we don't have a live link.
Not yet.
No. Get that title now, lol. So yeah, although Pat Mac's got a really scary team up front, I do have a lot of disruption on my team.
Yeah.
And I think I've got a
It's
lot of
gonna be a
synergy with
fun
my team.
match. Yeah.
So it's nice that he's got a Porygon Z, but doesn't have a redirection support. That is something I'm quite relieved by. Also, Mr. Rhyme being worth 20 points, that's a hell of a pickup in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Cheap. Green cleaner.
yeah, good against like Klefki screens. It's also got Trick Room, it's got Freeze Dry, it's got Ice Shard for this. You could Ice Shard the Zygarde if you really wanted, but Comfey's is
He's
more
got beat
reliable.
up as well.
He does with Lucario.
Yeah.
Lucario Persian. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think his beat up is fast enough for you. Fast enough to beat you, so.
Fun story. I've used this exact team more or less in another draft league I'm doing in a VGC draft league showdown, and I used Scarf Politoed the other day. Scarf Icy Wind Politoed, and it put in work. Pair that with Ludicolo in Rain, and it's just like I'm outspeeding everything on the opponent's team.
Oh my god.
It was so fun. So good. One of my favorite matches I've played with that team so far. Especially
Toad. Ugh.
Yeah. It's a Scarf Toad. Perfect speed. Because max speed Politoed is 137. 137 with a scarf is 201, which is outspeeding every 130 base speed mon by 1 point.
Oh,
So,
Hello.
it's great. Welcome, Brian.
Hi.
Hello.
Just waiting for your matchup against Pat Mac.
Yeah, I'm ready. Pat Mac's typing now. So, okay. Oh, he's still prepping. So we got a little bit.
So,
should we do like a final interview after the final match? Like talk to everybody, talk to the singles.
I would, but I've got to go basically as soon as the match is up.
So. Oh, you Brits and your midnights when it's only 7 o'clock in America.
Well, actually, no. As I've been saying, I've actually got another video I need to record straight after this.
Oof. Okay.
So, yeah. So we're just at the moment. I'm just looking at because I haven't got a lot to talk about when it comes to singles. So I've just moved on to talk about the doubles.
I guess now we can talk about my first round matchup.
Yeah, go for it. Like, hit us with it. Get some conversation. So,
yeah. So when I look at the first matchup, it was 7 cents. It was the Kyurem Black, Clefable, Excadrill, Powdon, Slowking, Tangros, Salazzle, Galvantula, Hitmonchan, and Audino. As Matrix knows, I'm very familiar with Excadrill from my UGA Season 2. He was my very first pick and is, I guess, number 2 on my number 2 or 3 on my kills. So I was very worried about Sandrush partnering with the Capoudon.
Yes.
So in that instance, if that was the case, and I guess he ran Sand Force instead of Sand Rush, I'm guessing. Because sand didn't come up, but I think he just prepped the wrong team. Anyway, I was gonna just click Rain Dance. I was either gonna click Rain Dance to just get rid of the sand or U-turn later, depending on what's gonna happen. So, but then after that, I guess just I knew the Clefable from I've had some singles experience, not a lot, but I know Clefable is a tank pretty much. So I figured as long as I could just get the Clefable out of the way early enough that I could do some real work later down the line with the likes of like Darmanitan and Cinderace and all that.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty huge when watching the match. Like Clefable could be run as a tank, but it can also be run as a so like with Unnerve, not Unnerve, Unaware. but it can also be run
Yeah.
with Magic Guard, Life Orb, and are quite offensive. So it's like
Yeah.
trying to figure out what the Clefable wants to be doing. And I think getting rid of it as early as you did really helped some of the other mons like Umbreon, because of then it allowed
Right.
Umbreon to be able to be this wall without having too many threats threatening it. So I really like the fact that you got rid of
Unfortunately,
Clefable so soon.
at the in the mid when I sort of got the Umbreon, it became kind of a stall fest. It's just not my personal playstyle, but I mean, uh, it did enough chip damage in the end to where I could OHKO. So I know I had gotten into the dark type with to avoid the future sight from the Slow King, but I already KO'd it, and from looking from the remainder stuff, it was the Tangrowth and probably a normal type. I forgot what it was, but it was just I knew that Fireball was just gonna would be the clear play regardless of what happened, but I just got the miss that turn onto Tangrowth, which was a little unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see 95 accuracy moves missing. But luckily, I was still in a good position with Tapu Koko in the back to just sweep with both Darmanitan and Tapu Koko to sweep from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was just a lot of it's a little unfortunate on his part that he prepped for my doubles team instead of my
Singles.
team.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a pretty similar singles to doubles team with a few key changes.
Yeah.
But
I figured I might as well just play with what I was familiar with from UGA.
yeah, exactly.
Just change things up a little bit.
And
I get to use Lucho, which is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Mhm.
So I always love using that thing. It's unfortunate I've never been able to draft it in UGA.
Michael, did you watch any of Brian's match?
The ones before singles?
No,
Or
today's
UGA
singles.
ones?
Today's one.
Today's singles? No, I was still asleep. Sorry.
No worries. No, it was a pretty good
Yeah,
match.
it was like 5. Sorry.
Yeah. So.
I'll
Yeah.
take a
It's
look
just been
after.
funny. I've just been in the chat going like, I did not intend this to happen. I didn't expect to be an Elite Four member in the singles of all things. I was going like, okay, this will be just fun. Just have some fun. Lose in the first rounds, come back in the doubles, but here I am as an Elite Four member. Yay!
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can go crazy in doubles.
Oh yeah. Just throw a whole bunch of memes. Doesn't matter. No, I'll probably still go as hard as I can in doubles, but if I do make doubles, then I'll just choose doubles because I'm a little more comfortable in that format. But if not, singles, hey, I can figure shit out. I can figure it out. I mean, that's why that's why the higher challenge rankings in our league is singles and doubles. So it gives me a little experience as a singles battler as well when it comes to those people like Camo Dude, who's gonna pretty quickly rise up the challenge tiers when you have to beat them in both singles and doubles. So it'll be good practice
Yeah,
on
he
my
tore
part
through
as well.
it.
Yeah, makes me
Yeah, he just
happy
tore through
that I was the only gym he didn't beat first time.
How
I
many
did
does he have?
to him though. I did lose to him. I did take a game from him though. I know a lot of people didn't even take a game from him, but I actually took a game in my bug gym. So
he's challenged 9 gyms and won 8.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I have a gym challenge tomorrow. In fact, Meep challenged me.
Meep. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've challenged me recently, didn't you, Michael?
Yes.
Yes. Are you
Chess
prepared?
looks fun.
Why did you end up changing your rules, Michael? Because no one was challenging you.
No, because I talked to Packback about it after he did my gym challenge, and it wasn't really fun. I think it wasn't way more. Yeah, it wasn't fun even for me. Like
Yeah,
I have all the clauses and stuff, but it just felt too one-sided.
It was brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be honest, I forgot that since it is a gym challenge, that people are supposed to
win
in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah.
That's fair. I know I challenged you even though you had that clause in effect, but obviously I've prepped now for your new gym's clauses. I've actually got, I think I've got the team already, more or less.
Yeah, I gave you the. You banned my Incineroar, right?
Yes, I banned your Incineroar,
Yes.
and you basically banned my 3 best mons.
Of course.
Celesteela, Politoed, and Ludicolo, and I'm just like, okay.
So you still get to bully people, but you're bullying
Brutal.
them fairly.
Yeah.
It's
You're
brutal.
still
I'm
bullying
thinking,
them, but you're bullying them fairly.
Yeah.
I'm stood
I
there
don't
going,
kick you, I punch you now.
I'm stood there going, you're not gonna ban Gothitelle or Klefki, are you? No, you're not gonna ban the ones that are, do nothing to your dark types. No, it's fine. Gothitelle, great.
Of course, I'm not gonna do that.
I knew you as well. If you kept your old rules, you were gonna make me max Gothitelle.
Yeah, or Klefki, but Gothitelle probably.
Yeah. And
So
then
now we can max whatever we want, but we get to choose your max.
Oh
No,
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 like
no.
I choose your 6, and you can max whichever one,
Mhm.
and then you can ban one of my one out
okay,
of
we
my
can.
yeah.
Okay.
So
It's
he banned my Incineroar.
which I think is fair.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard.
think it's
Especially in a VGC format, definitely.
yeah.
It was difficult. I was torn
VGC
between
crazy.
banning Incineroar, Moltres Galar because he'd been sweeping with that a lot, Tyranitar because I
Yeah.
can see that as being your backup sweeper, and I
Yeah.
think there was another mon which was really annoying. I was like, do I ban that? Grimmsnarl, yeah. And I was thinking, Grimmsnarl's good. It can be offensive. But I think if I'm going to ban a support, Incineroar's probably the better one. So it's an interesting concept
Incineroar's really good. Yeah.
for your gym. But I'm really looking forward to your match against me in my gym as well, because so far I'm undefeated in my gym.
Yeah, I saw that. It's ugh.
I think though the rules are kind of fair because they're applied to both sides evenly. So like we're both playing under them rules.
There aren't going to be any newer clauses, right? It's the chess clause for now.
Well, I do have the Iron Man clause as well, which is the 1v1 gauntlet, which I haven't decided yet if I want to do the gauntlet against you or the chess clause. That's why I said I've accepted, but to be confirmed. I was actually I was waiting to like maybe discuss it with you or something. What you were wanting to do.
I'm fine with both. I'm fine with both. Whichever one as you want, I can do.
Which one do you want to use against me, Matrix? I'll be challenging you at some point.
I'll probably do the chess clause against you because I want to play you BGC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't need to. I don't need to do a chess clause. I could just against you. I could just go up and straight and say no clause, straight VGC. Like I might even do that against Michael.
Ooh.
Because obviously straight VGC is my strongest format.
That is true.
I'd argue mine as well.
So, but it was really fun. Like I've really enjoyed the chess clause. Like it's really interesting to build around that. I don't think it's too restricting.
I'm really liking a lot of the. I really like a lot of the clauses that we have in our league so far.
Yeah.
We have a lot of cool clauses.
Your gyms are all OP, lol. That's why I'll preview all with my mirror move. That's Brave saying that because obviously Brave's gym is the flying gym and his clause is mirror move, so he can just take a mirror the clauses of any of our gyms. Which honestly, Michael, I think if you had challenged him with your old rule set, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Brave is trolling again.
Yeah, he's I like it. I like it. He's gonna be I've challenged the flying gym as well. I've already built most of the team. He's using my Iron Man clause against me, not the chess.
9 on 9.
Yeah, 9 on 9. So I know that it's not overly clear what that clause is, but essentially, my thing is that you build a team of 5 and a team of 4. And you but the gym leader builds a team of 5 and a team of 5, and you can each round, which is each 1v1, you can randomly choose which one of your teams you bring, and you can change it up each time. You don't have to go through all the mons in one team before you move to the next.
Okay.
so you can it also gives that second element as well of like which team is going to bring up to the preview, and you
Mhm.
can't change the mon sets or anything through the entire time.
Mhm.
So you still have to build for the entire team with that one mon, and you go. So once the
Mhm.
lineup is set, you've got the 5 mons in front of you, the 4 mons in front of you. You then have to try and guess which mon your opponent sends
All right,
out
our battle's
versus
about to
those
start,
teams.
guys. So I'm gonna hop off.
All right, cool.
Okay. Good
I'll
luck.
get the final up when you post the link.
Mhm.
Yep.
So yeah, like the whole
Cool.
idea is just like it's supposed to challenge the whole 1v1 aspect, which is what do you bring against what the opponent has, but
Mhm.
also
Yeah.
it's to make you think. Well, sometimes it's going to be you're going to have a bad matchup. So when do they going to bring their really good mon, and when do you sack your really bad mon? So like you can just sack your really bad mon against their good mon, so that you have a more favorable matchup somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's all about this sacrifice. Again, it's still going along this theme of like almost still like chess. Like where do you sacrifice one piece to better off with another piece?
Mhm.
And
Yeah, that's a very interesting format.
yeah, and I think although it's like based on the whole like when we were kids and you played Pokemon, it's just like, oh, I'll throw one mon versus you. Let's do like that type thing. It's kind of building upon that
Mhm.
and making it a little bit more complex, because you can end up
Mhm.
with a situation where you basically just sweep through the team, but obviously every team has support mons, so that's always a try. It'd be interesting to see some of the more supportive mons running offensive sets
Mhm.
or just stall out sets, because obviously mons like Celesteela
Mhm.
that can be stalled out, that can stall you
Yeah.
out, or it can be offensive.
Yeah.
So, but it can't be both in this.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Is
here,
there? Yeah.
here we go. The link is up.
Ooh.
We are playing for Elite Four positions. Actually, I don't think you are. I think both of you guys get the Elite Four position.
Yeah, they're playing for
But
number
the
one.
loser with the this will decide the ranking of the E4. Okay, okay. The loser will be the first E4 challengers face. The winner will be the third E4 challengers face. Interesting, interesting. Very nice, very nice. What league is this? LMAO. All these Ubers. So yeah, here we go.
Garbodor.
Garbodor from Patmac. Well, this is
Hmm.
interesting. Garbodor can Toxic Spike.
Yeah. No milk tank.
Hmm.
No rocks against Halucha.
And Brian hasn't brought webs.
Yeah.
They aren't streaming it
Well, we
yet.
are
I
now.
think I am. And to be fair, it's a 30-second delay, so yeah, it is streaming.
Yeah.
So you can start whenever,
Should we
guys.
let them know?
There
Yeah.
you go. So here we go. A
Yeah.
U-turn from Pheromosa, which is expected. I do imagine a Toxic comes here,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
poison. Yeah, either Toxic or Toxic Spikes.
Or spikes. Yeah, toxic
There's the
spikes maybe.
Spikes.
Yeah, there we go.
And I think this is where Brian doesn't have a poison type on his team, so he like
Yeah.
them Toxic Spikes are here to stay.
Yeah.
Nice Flare
Ooh.
Blitz, aftermath damage, fair enough.
Aftermath.
Ooh,
Yeah.
plus that's decent. You can see
Ooh.
we can see rocks or spikes. Yeah. Starmie comes in. So what I see here in this type of matchup is that you've got a team with Brian who likes to be a little bit more aggressive with his plays, I feel, versus a team
Yeah.
who is a lot more controlled.
Yeah. Pat Mac is very calm and collected, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brian's playstyle is very fast and furious.
Mm-hmm. But what I
Yeah.
also like about Brian's plays, he predicted this switch in there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Brian likes to play a pivoting game, and he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
this. He
yeah.
does this
He
in
likes to
VGC
play
as
that.
well. He
Oh, okay.
he likes to pivot out and does a lot of fake out pressure, and he loves running like fake out
Mm-hmm.
users. At least he did in the
Mm-hmm.
previous. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
solid play by the Porygon 2 here.
Yeah. This is not looking good.
Yeah, because
Volko is
we saw this.
poisoned.
Poor Lucha do really well in game 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
This Porygon 2 can just wall the Cinderace here, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, high jump kick will do a lot of damage, but I don't think it Oko's. There we go.
Oh.
Very close. Teleport.
Teleport. Oh.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
I can see a substitute come in here. Can I? Who's faster? Okay, so Cinderace is
I'd
faster.
substitute.
Yeah, this is going to be hard, though, because
Oh.
Reflect. Supportive
Reflect.
Xerneas?
Oh. Is it likely?
Very interesting.
Oh.
Porygon 2 to
Porygon.
take the
Oh,
hit for a free switching. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Star. Blaziken probably.
Blaziken Protect.
Yeah.
The speed boost.
Or Lando maybe.
This is very interesting. Well, you've already got
Lando.
Xerneas at 30%, Lando chipped, Blaziken and
Yeah.
Starmie pretty healthy, but with Pheromosa still in the back,
Yeah.
really fast. Does he go for an Earthquake here? Yeah. I wonder if flat Bounce would have been better if he had had it there.
Yeah. Bounce. I would probably have bounced, but maybe he didn't have it.
Might have court.
His
Oh,
set.
shame Cinderace doesn't have court change. A court change there would have been really good.
That's true.
I like running court change on my Cinderaces. Yeah, another good good switching from the Landorus from the Landorus to the Starmie there.
Yeah.
Predicting that triple axle. I'm thinking he goes for wow. I'd say Umbreon was a good switch in at that point, but I think Umbreon would have been the safer switch there. And just stalled out that Starmie a little bit. Because it's immune to the Psychic that could have come. Ooh, Thunderbolt into the Coco. Coco's doing alright.
He had no safe switching. Oh, this is close.
This is, and it's also not 30 odd 50 turns. Nice Thunderbolt damage.
Yeah.
Blaziken subbing in and just being able to put that sub on.
Darmanitan. Or Pheromosa.
Well, he needs to break this substitute.
Yeah. But can he live? I don't think Blaziken's faster, right? With +1.
Yeah, Blaziken is faster at +1. Oh wait, no. 284. I don't think it is. Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
This might be over. This might be game.
Yeah. Now he's +2.
I'm surprised he's leaving Umbreon for the end.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, Earthquake to Darmanitan.
Yeah,
I feel like Umbreon would have been safer because it's going to live most of what Blaziken wants to do.
Yeah.
Like even a high jump kick or something.
Yeah, the Coco turn
See,
should have done Umbreon. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Earthquake didn't do anything to him.
I think bringing out his Pheromosa and Darmanitan, especially after the Blaziken was already boosting speed, was a bad idea for Brian.
Yeah.
Like he kind of just threw his chance of winning there.
Yeah, now you can basically Xerneas
can just come out and Moonblast this Umbreon. And then Lando can finish it off. But especially with the poison.
Yeah. Umbreon.
Oh, play rough.
Yeah,
that's smart. Physical Xerneas for Umbreon. That's nice. GG's. Pat Mack is our E4 champion. But I tell you what, it was looking like Brian was going to bring that back halfway through, and then unfortunate. A few maybe misplays just cost him the game.
I think that Coco switch. That Coco switch.
But there we have it. Everyone who is still in the chat. Our champion, Pat Mack. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats, dude. Hopefully, maybe you come on for a few minutes and before I end the stream.
Yeah.
because we can't even play third and fourth because of the our other player is not there.
Yeah, 4's not here. Yeah, 4's not
So-
here.
No, let's have a look what they say in Discord. Alright guys, just trying to sound something. Congrats. Okay. Well, join the call to end
Winner interview.
at Pat Mac as well. Get the final thoughts from this game. It's very lonely here. Is it just you in the chat, Brave?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Hi-oh.
And we got our champion. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Pat Matt.
Good win.
Yeah, definitely.
It actually got to a point there where I think after the Cinderace started doing some damage, it got to a point where I was thinking Brian might bring it back, and then that live on that Blaziken with the substitute was huge.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch.
Yeah, I had Reflect up at the time, so I figured I could get behind a sub.
Mm-hmm.
He almost didn't. Might have been a roll.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the roll, but I think I just missed one of the speed boosts because I think I had Scarf on my Manitan, so I was thinking I could still outspeed
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I think I just missed some. I think I just missed a speed boost somewhere.
Yeah, so
I think I was at 2 speed boosts when you came in with Darm.
Yeah, because the Blaziken was at +1 when he came in with the Pheromosa, and me and Michael were discussing, like, I don't know if this Pheromosa outspeeds a +1 Blaziken. I think it depends on the EV investments here.
I don't think you were max speed on Pheromosa.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. I think I was EV'd to outspeed something. Let me look at your singles thing. I know what I
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think I
if
was
you
just-
weren't max speed, then I outsped you at +1.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I wasn't max speed on the Pheromosa. I was let me check my EV spread right
I think it
quick.
was unfortunate that I think the Umbreon would have been a
I had
better.
100 speed on Pheromosa. I had 100 EV, so I was 363 total in speed.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to I had Coco and Pheromosa at the same speed, so whatever I was trying to outspeed, I think that's what I was going for.
Yeah, which is
Because
a
they're
shame
both my fastest mons, so I just had them at the same speed.
because I think
Your
they're
team was
like
super fast.
yeah, I think Pheromosa would be in that situation would have been better to be outspeeding like a +1 Blaziken.
Yeah,
But the
probably.
Umbreon I felt would have been a better switch in over the Pheromosa that turn you brought the Pheromosa in. Because Umbreon I felt could have lived whatever Blaziken through and at least got rid of the sub.
Yeah, I was banking on the
Pheromosa being faster.
Yeah, and getting a triple axle off. Because 2 would KO probably. 1 would probably break. 1 I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not familiar with subs mechanics very well.
You probably would have been able to break through and KO me. I was actually concerned about that. Like I considered switching right there.
Choice banded. I was choice banded. So
yeah, you definitely would have broke through. Blaziken's not that tanky.
Yeah. It was a good match though. So good switch-ins for the Landorus especially.
Yeah, good call on the special Landers there. That was a good call.
And I really like the physical Xerneas for the Umbreon.
Yeah, I mean Moonblast probably KO'd from that spot too, but I figured I'd switch it up.
Yeah, it was nice. So
yeah.
Any
and I want to bring screens against how physical your team was.
I'm sorry?
I wanted to bring screens against how physical your team was. Like everything you had outsped me, so I just went for like a bulky Xerneas so that I could be sure to set up a screen, and then everything else would be fine to take some damage before.
Mhm.
and then
Smart.
I'd actually live some stuff.
Smart. So, your thoughts on the match, Pat Mac?
Oh yeah, just kind of that thought process was like Brian's team was like super fast and hit super hard. Like his team was just full of wall breakers, and so I knew that I wanted to be able to mitigate the amount of damage that they dealt. So like I don't think I had very much speed on most of my mons just because they were already slower than everything that that he had really.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the reflect and light screen were a way to take less damage so that I could actually switch in without just dying from 2 hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I really liked is that I was talking to Michael just before the match was going. Oh, sorry, hang on. Oh God. The contrast in the two teams, as I was saying, is that Brian's got this quite hyper offensive, goes for damage, but also quite a pivoting team that likes to do damage while switching out to get into better positions. And your team is quite a little bit, and your playstyle seems to be this more control orientated, not so much like stall, but you like to control the movement of the game. And you're very good at reading and predictions and stuff like that. When you saw that Tapu Koko coming out, you expected the with the Landorus, you expected the Holucha to be switching in because of Brian trying to preserve that Coco for the Earth power from the Landorus. He would switch in the Holucha, get the weakness policy boost, electric seed boost, and really do start doing work. But predicting that, you went for the psychic and pretty risk-free move, to be fair, because it would have done some damage to the Tapu Koko as well as hitting that Holucha on the switch, which is again an example of like a really good read.
Thank you. Yeah, it worked out well. Don't have much more to add to that. That's basically my entire thought process. Like his only ground resist is Holucha. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah, no. Okay. And that's not to say like Brian played that wrong. Like he played around the Earth power type thing, and if he switched in the Umbreon there, then yeah, that's one way he could have done it as well. It's like against a special Landorus is like take that hit from an Umbreon, which Umbreon should be able to take pretty well and go that way. But I can see the appeal of switching into the flying type, make your move immune, and start setting up that Holucha similar to what he did in game 1, where we saw that Holucha just break through hit the opponent's team pretty early and allow him to sweep with his later mons.
And I feel like the Umbreon Prey late was a little akin to that really long one where he had that he could have brought in this more tanky one in order to take damage and do that a lot more. I think with the Mandibuzz, I think unfortunately I just was one of those things where you just discover it too late. You discover you're out a little too late.
Yeah.
And I was already down behind. So just do what you can to make it as close as you can. And this was definitely I have no hard feelings losing to Ian Pat Mac, definitely.
Well, any final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, just looking forward to people challenging and getting to the Elite Four to play some games.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah,
we've got two of our.
I have one question for Pat though.
What's up?
Pat, if you win doubles, which one are you gonna choose?
I'll probably choose singles.
Oh,
I've been enjoying singles a lot more lately. They're a little more prep intensive, but I like the puzzle. So,
and if I win doubles, I'll probably pick doubles.
That's fine. But Pat isn't making it to win doubles. He's hitting out round 1.
We'll see about that.
Well, I'll try my best.
You might want to be the fourth. You might want to be the fourth Elite Four member instead of the third. Who knows? Maybe that's
maybe.
Yeah.
No.
My double team looks like a lot of fun though. I'm excited. I heard you talking about the Zygarde Comfy. Like I started with those 2 mons and then figured out like what else am I picking along with this?
Yeah.
Zygarde coffee. Oh my god.
Yeah, Zygarde Coffee was pretty strong in Series 8, I
Yeah.
believe. So
Yeah.
it's a lot stronger in like draft than it is in actual meta because you don't have like
Yeah.
Zygarde, Zacian, and all that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely something to watch out for the entire comp. So not just me.
Yeah. Well,
So.
we'll see if the rest of them have to look out for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck next week, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Great game. Good luck. And I think we'll end the stream there.
Alrighty.
See you.
Great couple of matches. Shame that we didn't get to play all the matches, but it happens.
I'll play a closed doors with Camo Dude just to see what happens.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go for it. Well,
Yep.
Thanks for everyone who's still in the. Well, I say everyone, all the 2 people who are still in the viewers, and
Hey.
I will
Hey.
hopefully
Brave, yeah.
do a doubles one sometime soon. So
Yeah.
where I'll actually be
All
playing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
See you guys.
Later, guys.
Bye bye.